Welcome everybody. We are finally live. Roll20 has stopped doing whatever it was doing. I think their servers went down. But anyway, we are here. Welcome back to Kureon. I'm of course your Dungeon Master, and I am joined by my ever incorrigible group of adventurers. We have an interesting session tonight because, well, the end of last session was pretty different to what I was expecting. Let's go with that. Speaking of last session, in our last chapter, the party, after getting the key from the Vault of the Lockmaker, were making their way back through the swamp, discussing the tactics for the upcoming battle as they went. After back and forward about multiple different tactics, they decided that sneaking in was the best way to do it. And they committed to this plan. But on the way back, they came across a strange tree surrounded by wooden planks and were swiftly attacked by undead monstrosities that almost felled a couple of members of the party. But after triumphing, they continued on after taking a much-needed rest, and so that they were approaching in the early hours of the morning. They, using the dust of disappearance they had collected, snuck through and into the lock just as a swarm of gnolls tried to tear down the door to get to them. Making their way through the vault, they had to undergo many trials until they were asked to leave all but one behind, and Namari ventured into the vault of the Frenzy Blood. And there we begin. Namari has taken in the curse of Yinogu's blood. Rage and hunger of the demon lord of savagery echoing within her mind, scratching at her sanity. Within the quietness of the previous room, an hour passes before her footsteps can be heard down the corridor. During that time, you guys can all take a short rest, by the way, if you wish.
Right.
As the doors open, the thread-like bars of the cages surrounding you crack and splinter into a dust that shimmers around like prismatic mists. As you look towards Namari now, you see a wildness sits in the eye of the young warlock, a fervor and hunger not previously seen. You, Namari, are in control of yourself and your personality, mostly, at least, but a deep hunger sets itself in the pit of your stomach and does not relent.
Look, she's not dead.
I'm not-
knew you wouldn't
I'm
be
not-
dead.
I'm just
I
gonna
am not
stand
dead.
in front of Tristan to protect his shins, because I remember your leg got eaten a little bit.
What are you thinking, Gun?
Well, did you find what we came here for?
I did.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
Absolutely. What are we waiting for? Let's do
Where
it.
is it? What?
I have it.
What do you
I
mean you
have
have it?
I have it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Namari!
What? It'll be fine.
What are we upset about?
Just look at her.
I make
I mean,
sure our gun is centered in front of
She
me
never
now.
looked particularly sane before.
Yeah, but she wasn't this bad.
It's going to be okay. I don't feel much different.
Hmm.
Tasty treats for me to eat.
Oh boy.
A bit hungry, but we haven't eaten in a while. And no, I do not. I do not feel like eating any of you, so it'll be okay.
I'm worried that that's even a qualifier.
You don't feel like eating any of them.
I don't. That's what I said. I mean, I don't.
I know, I was just
Alright,
making sure.
So let's get this over and done with so we can get her fixed.
Sure.
Can
I'll
I
lead the way.
can I case this room to see if there's like pathways out other than just directly back?
You certainly can. That's an investigation roll.
Oh, okay. Well, that's. Oh no, that was way worse. 13.
Okay, so looking around this room, the doors have closed into the room beyond when Namari approached from again, but you notice that this room All of the walls are incredibly thick, far thicker than any stone walls you've seen before. At least 1.5 feet thick of solid stone is every wall of this room and the floor. It seems as if though this is a vault built for one purpose, and there's only one way in and out of a vault.
I don't much like our chances if they're still waiting out there for us.
There was a lot of them.
We need to get him in here. Or in the arena.
Just him.
Just him.
Not the, what, 25, 26 more? How many was it?
I don't know, Tristan, how many of them were there?
A good too many.
That's a precise number of no.
It was around 50.
Fuck. Okay.
That's
Do you
50 is
think-
a good number.
Do you think being the immortal chief that everyone here is cheering for, there might be hubris there that could be taken advantage of, goaded into fighting in the arena on his own?
I was thinking that, but it's a case of they're all insane.
Yeah, those things seem pretty rabid.
I mean,
But they'll do what he says, surely.
yeah, but we've not seen how his mind works yet.
Can we call him out for a
We can
challenge?
challenge him.
Yeah.
I mean, not one-on-one because... But
I mean,
1-on-5, he's...
I don't mind walking out to challenge him if you guys are like a distance away.
I kind of have to... take something from him.
Oh,
think-
Jesus.
That's just the worst. What do you mean?
I don't know, I just feel like I should be there.
That's it. Right, from this point onwards, none of us fuckers are going anywhere alone. Because look what's happened.
What?
The
This-
worst that's gonna happen is like I'll go into the swamp again and get like smelly. I'm not gonna want to like eat people.
I'm not... Why do you always... I'm fine. Yeah. I had been reaching into my pocket for a bit of beef jerky and I leave the beef jerky there. My hand back out. Take my hand back out.
Well, first things first, we need to get out of this vault.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there was a door that closed behind us.
Yeah, it's open now. As the door as the doors that Namari came through open, the door behind you opened as well.
Oh, I meant like the very first door we came through.
Oh right.
Well, I mean, we don't know it's shut. Have a look.
Yeah.
You're gonna make your way back through the vault then towards it. Okay. So as you make your way back, all of the doors are open now. Everything appears to have moved into its rightful position. The trap that caught you, Gunnhild, is still open. It's not closed itself again. And you can see now at the end, in the dim light of the drift globe, the snarling face on the back of the door that you came in, still closed, with that void in its mouth.
Awful lot of hand stuff in here.
Once more.
You put it in, and you hear a sound that's like the smacking of lips, like, and you just hear this really weird sound. You swear you hear something go, ugh.
Namari,
What?
you touch the thing. Go put your hand in here.
Fine. Put my hand in there. You know that's how the whole myth started, right?
As you put your hand in, it bites down hard as this stone mouth crunches, and you can feel, for a moment, you think, oh, something's really badly broken in there. But it opens up, and the grimacing face of the stone shifts into a big, teary smile as the door.
Look, it's smiling. It's all good.
That's an unsettling
Moradin's
smile.
beard.
Beyond, you see a sight you probably weren't expecting. The arena beyond, floor still covered in fetid mass of mouldering bodies, has new occupants. Facing away from you now, you see the hulking form of Kiknish, flanked by the two giant hyenas that were on chains before, but covering the back side of the arena, near where the doors, which have been torn open, are bodies. Null, hyena, cultist. And you see in the stands above, the small remaining members of the cult huddle against the bleachers in a state you have not seen so far, in fear. And as the door opens, you see Kiknish's face turns to you. Large portions of one side of the head torn open, muscle structure and bone visible underneath. The eye has been raked across and bleeds down the face, but seems completely unfazed by it. The creature turns with this giant smile of pure, maddening glee, and just with a low growl goes, "Yes, a worthy creature." And as his hands tear at the floor, pulling chunks out, it lunges towards you all as you spill forth from inside this vault, and I would like everyone to roll initiative.
God damn it! I mean, he did kind of solve a problem for us.
Yeah, it looks like our job's mostly done, guys.
Yeah, I gotta say, I didn't have to worry about some of that.
See, madness comes in handy.
Oh god.
My initiative was on.
Lydia, I love you, but you're scaring me right now. Stop! I can't deal.
Sorry, this is my day job.
Yeah, in retrospect, there was no one more perfect for the gifts.
Tasty treats for me to eat.
Itchy,
Freeze.
tasty.
Have a little drink. Is it really good, sir? It's too good.
It's like toot sweet, toot sweet, toot sweet.
No, that's about sweets.
Yeah, and flying cars.
And just
And
very
not
nice,
cannibalism.
innocent things.
I'm fairly sure that he's never.
You just
Stevie's
haven't
just
listened.
gone. Stevie's
You haven't
away.
listened to the metalcore version of Toot Sweet.
That is true. I haven't.
You haven't picked up the subtle, like, cannibalism lyrics? They're woven in
I
with the
feel like
others.
I've only seen Bang Bang in German, so maybe I missed out. Wait, no, there's cannibalism. Isn't someone eating children?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, he just catches them.
Just catch
Yeah,
them.
but what
Do
does
we
he
know
do?
he's not eating them?
I can't say.
Because
Tasty
it is
Releases
set
them
in
again for
Bavaria.
game.
Because
Anyway.
it's scary
Horrible,
enough as
horrible,
it is.
horrible.
25 to 20.
Oh fuck.
Good show.
15 to 20?
17.
17!
Oh. Dexterity scores for
Plus
me,
3.
please.
+3.
What's yours? Tristan?
+3.
Oh, I mean, what's your actual score?
Oh, 16.
16.
What's yours, Gun? Alright, roll. Both of you roll a d20. Higher one goes first.
4.
10.
Alright, Gun is up first. I put gum instead of Gundam. So.
Just put Gundam.
Nani? Gundam?
Nani?
I got a gun for today's gun.
10 to 15. Oh,
We
we
bought a
can-
gun to a knife fight.
10 to 15.
I'm
I'm
fine.
using that line.
12.
Yes.
Oh.
Anyone above 12?
13.
13. Oh,
I
okay.
was busy
What's your
making stupid jokes.
dexterity modifier currently, Namari?
Ooh, 14. Stu.
14. Ooh, Kiknish goes before you. Okay.
I got a 9.
You got a 9.
Yeah.
Okay, that's rough. Alright, so let's get this map up, shall we?
Do we have to?
You can all from the journal. You can pull yourself onto the map.
Where?
You're coming from the bottom there, yeah. You can be fairly close to the entrance, but that's it. Not a lot of cover on this.
It's not like there's many ranged attacks here to.
Tristan just
cover
still
from.
behind gun.
Yeah, where are the doors? Because I'll because I'll just be like over here somewhere, just run away.
Leaving.
The door out is under that sort of parapet at the back.
Damn it.
Okay. So, the top of the initiative order, as Kiknish lunges towards you all, is Gun.
Okay, right. Fuck. Oh, why are my legs so tiny? This is distressing. Nope, it's fine. Still get there. I'm raging.
You don't...
I'm sprinting towards him, and I'm gonna jump in
Kiknish
the
is
air
already raging, so...
and come down at him with my shiny new salad.
Okie dokie. Make your melee attack roll.
Okay. 23 to hit.
That will hit, yep.
That is 2d6.
2d6.
Nope. I rolled 2 6s.
Nice.
12 plus 5, 17, then plus 2 raging, 19.
19 points of damage. Okay, reduced to 10 because Kiknish is raging.
It's silvered if that counts for anything.
No.
Oh, also, you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, there's advantage on these.
Plus shot.
That's going to be a 15.
Oh, he makes it.
Okay. So as you slam down into Kiknish, the blow strikes heavy across the chest of this creature. As it tears open, it does not seem to faze the creature at all. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Growl at him.
Okay. You just growl in the face and this heavy muzzle near you just...
I ain't afraid of no.
Noisy boy.
Yeah, I'd just like to sort of say to myself, God, I hope this works. Hey, Kiknish, what is it, a magic trick? Now you see me. Now you don't. You cast blindness.
Cast blindness. Okay.
Which
What
is a
save
con
is that?
save, and I feel like he's going to be good at those. But,
A con save.
Yeah, he's gonna be a tough boy.
Yeah, he's probably going to do this. But...
Jamie.
He's probably going to do this, but... Is it less than a 15?
That is a 9.
He's blind.
He's blind, so he has disadvantage on all attack.
And with my bonus action, I'd like to turn to Namari and go, Namari, I don't know what you did, but do it and inspire you.
Okay. Can someone check in the PHB if blindness gives advantage against them? If they-
It does.
It does. Okay. So you all have advantage against Kiknish now.
Yeah, automatically fails any ability check that requires sight, and creatures have advantage against it, and it has disadvantage against us.
All right. So Tristan, at the end of your turn, Kiknish is going to turn to one of the bodies, or he's going to look back towards where the bodies are, and as he pulls this hand up, you see one of the knolls. The flesh begins to sort of pour off the body, like as if it is suddenly decayed over a long period of time, and as the bones pull themselves up, small scraps of flesh and hair hanging off them, it just comes to its feet and starts lurching towards you.
That's new.
Lovely.
And that will be his legendary action, and now it is his turn. So, as he rears back, he howls this animalistic cry and just tears into you. He's going to make 4 melee attacks against you with his claws.
All at disadvantage though, thank fuck.
He's going to use reckless attack to make them straight rolls.
Fine. And it gives me super advantage, which is definitely a thing.
Yes. Okay, so that is going to be 10,
Nope.
16,
Yes.
15,
Nope.
natural 20.
No.
Okay, so that's 2 hits, one of which is a crit. Okay. So the normal hit is 5 points of slashing damage
Okay, but that's reduced for rage.
to 2.
Okay.
And then the second one is 13 points of slashing damage reduced to 6.
Fine. It's just a scratch.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, he's going to incite madness.
Oh.
And
Does insight madness require sight?
no.
That's a good try, though.
Okay, I would like Tilly to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, I'm pretty sure I'm not good at these. 6.
Okay, so you must move up to half your movement and strike the nearest friendly target.
Oh boy.
Move first.
Please don't.
Huh? I can only go closer, right?
Yeah, but you're currently on the nearest friendly target is already within 5 feet, so you have to
Okay.
strike running.
So I have to strike. Okay.
Yeah, and you have to use all of your attacks, all of your, abilities if possible. But you don't get sneak attack right now, so
Okay. Well, I also haven't drawn my weapons yet. So I my fists.
that's no.
Play the system. Play.
I was in a cage before. I wouldn't have had them out already.
You were coming into a fight. Don't try and game me, buddy.
That's a 22 to hit my short sword then.
Nah. Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Okay. No sneak attack.
Oh, I rolled a 1 for damage, so that's 5 piercing.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Tilly, as you look upon this creature, Kiknish, you feel a pulse in your mind, and you're just suddenly filled with this intense rage, and as the red mist descends over you for a moment, you just lunge at Ronan. This tiny ball of rage just charges at you, Ronan, slashing at you with his short sword. And as the rage clears from you, Tilly, you look and you see this gash across the leg of Ronan, the blood all over your sword, and you're just like, ah.
Whoops.
And that will end Kiknish's turn and bring us to Namari.
I'm going to look at Kiknish and go and start running.
Okay.
I go right up and punch the guy.
Yeah.
In a rage.
Yeah.
Because
Your advantage.
yeah.
Come on, Lydia, and you're inspired.
Natural 20.
Okay, so
What do I roll
what's
for
your
that?
damage?
Oh,
You don't
dear
roll
God.
anything for damage. What's your strength modifier? 0.
Yeah.
So you do 1 point of damage to Kiknish.
Even with a natural 20.
Yeah, because you don't roll on damage. You don't roll.
Not
So
Just-
proud.
You
Oh,
clunk into the side of Kiknish, dealing no points of damage because of rage, but and you just feel this pulse out of you, this meeting of the minds power, as Kiknish just his eyes just widen as he looks down towards you with this amazed fury. This
I felt the spark too.
mix
dear.
of pure hatred and oh god. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Can I go away from him again?
You can
No,
go away.
I don't.
Okay.
I actually don't.
All right. And that will bring us to Tilly.
Okay, so there are a lot of big dogs here that I don't want to be. I don't want them to bite me. I also probably want to move away from Tristan just in case he tries to hit me back. So, could I use the height of Gun and Namira as stepping stones to vault on top of Kiknish?
Kiknish, you could. Yeah, that's going to be tricky, but you could try.
Would it be an acrobatics check, would you say?
I would say.
Well, I can do those.
Go for it.
So that would be a 26 to do that.
Okay. Damn it. So as you jump, you catch the shoulder pad of Gunnhild onto the shoulder blade, unfortunately, of Namari, pushing down. You jump onto the top of the creature, scrambling around the back of Kiknish's mane. This tiny little halfling is hanging off the side of this gigantic knoll now, and the smell and the texture of the fur is absolutely horrendous, but you are on there. That is your action.
Yeah,
Shadow of the
I will have
Colossus.
needed to dash to get the movement, so my bonus action will have been dash.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so now it is the hyena's turn. This one here is going to run towards there, and this one's going to run towards here, and the Witheling is going to charge at you there. So, Ronan, the giant hyena is going to strike at you.
Sure.
It gets one bite attack, and that is going to be a 18.
That hits.
Okay. That is 11 points of piercing damage as this giant maw just crunches down on you.
Okay.
And then one's going to strike against you, Namari. That's got. That is a 15.
Yeah, hits.
Okay.
Oh, that.
8 points of piercing damage to you. There's this one too bites down on you. But that's half right because you're raging.
Oh yeah, right.
And then before I'd say that about a warlock.
Yeah, me neither. That's weird.
Okay. And the Witheling is going to strike at you as well, Mari. But it is. Wow. Really bad. But it does make 2 attacks. Okay. That is a 20 to hit. And an 18 to hit.
Both hit.
So that in total, between the two of them, is 10 points of damage, half the 5. 10 points of slashing damage as these claws rake across you. And that will end their turn, which brings us to Ronan.
Do I think that the hyena will be able to get into the tunnel that we just came from?
No,
Like-
it's too small.
So can I just back up into there?
Yeah.
Far enough that, well, I don't want to disappear off the screen.
Yeah.
But
You can back
so-
up. In there.
yeah, enough that obviously it's going to get an attack opportunity against me, but
Will do,
I need
yeah.
to get out of his range.
That is going to be a 13 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, so as you leap backwards, the doors snap around thin air. You can hear the of a tooth breaking with the sheer force of it snapping.
And I'll just yell, "Sorry, Tristan!" And I'll hunter's mark the big hyena here. I'm just going to start wailing on it.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Yep.
So that's going to be no
It's-
Colossus Slayer yet.
Not being
So that's
2d8 plus 2d6
yeah, that's
because you're doubling the dice.
10.
Doubling the number of dice.
24 points of damage.
24 points of damage.
Yes.
Wow.
I rolled max on the longbow twice, and I rolled 2 on the other one twice as well.
Nice.
The
So
6.
as you leap backwards, drawing an arrow from your quiver, flies through the air and catches this creature in its eye. You hear this sickening pop as it crunches in to the inside of the head, and the creature with an attack that you are sure that should have killed this creature. It just turns to you with this great snarl with saliva drooling down its face.
I'll go that they come in after me.
Which brings us to the top of the round again, which is Gun.
All right, cool. Well, I have advantage on him because he's still blind, right?
Yeah. You have advantage on because he reckless attacked as well.
Also, yes. So it's start time again.
Okay.
Slice and dice. That's 25.
That does hit.
Oh. That was 4 plus 5, 9 plus 2, 11.
11. Okay, so that's 11 reduced to 5.
And strength saving throw. Could this be argued as something that he would have disadvantage on because he'd have to see my tiny form coming to push him?
No, because it's like part of the force of your attack.
Yeah, right.
So That's a natural 19, so
Yeah, no.
yeah. All right. And so once again, your blade carves into the creature, and once more, it does not seem to faze them at all.
Mm-hmm.
The end of your turn, Kiknish is going to draw his hands up once more as another of the gnolls is separated from its skin and flesh, and another creature appears. It's legendary action, and then it's your go, Tristan.
I'm gonna look at being abandoned in front of a giant hyena, be a bit scared, slap myself in the face, and cast heroism.
Okay.
So now I can't be frightened, and I get 10 hit points.
Okay.
And uncharacteristically, I'm gonna go up and stab it.
Okay.
Just to see what I'm working with, and if that's a bad idea, I can at least run into the tunnel as well.
Yes, you can. All right. Make your attack roll.
It's gonna be a 18 to hit.
That will hit. Yeah, that will definitely hit.
That's not great on damage. 5 points damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So as you run up to the creature, you shank your blade.
No, I can't do that because heroism was an action.
All right. Okay.
So that's all I do.
So you just walk up to it, brandishing a blade.
Why not?
Okay. All right.
Sorry
So
about that.
it is now Kiknish's go, who turns towards Namari and is fully focused on you at this point. Is going to unleash all 4 of its attacks.
Yeah, that's going to end well.
A disadvantage.
Wow. All right. That's terrible. So, natural 1.
Good.
A 14.
Nope.
A 20.
Yeah.
And a 16.
Yeah.
So 2 hits. First one is 9 points of damage. Second one is 6 points of damage.
Are these
so
reduced?
15 reduced to 7
Mhm.
points of damage in total. As this just flurry of claws shreds into you, just reckless abandon. Those were reckless attacks again. You get the sense that this creature knows where you are, despite being blind. In addition, after the strikes hit you, you stop raging.
Cool. Yeah. Yep.
And that ends your turn. Its turn, sorry. Kiknish's
It
turn.
can make a save against
Okay.
blindness.
By the way, Dean.
It can make a save against blindness.
What's the DC?
15.
That's a 20 to say.
No?
Okay, so the cloudiness fades from Kiknish's eyes, and once again, Kiknish can see. And you don't have advantage anymore. Namari, it is your go.
Is he wearing metal armor?
He's not wearing any armor.
Okay. Do I still have advantage for some reason? No?
No.
Okay, I'm still going to attack him with Shock and Grasp.
Okay.
That is a 19.
That will hit, yeah?
So that is 7 damage, and he can't take reactions, so I'm going to fuck off.
Okay. That's lightning damage, right?
Yeah.
Not reduced. So that's 7 points of damage just into the Kiknish, and as he recoils back, you dart away. Which will bring us to Tilly.
Okay, so my thought is, if I wanted to take one of my daggers and like drive it in deeply enough that I couldn't easily pull it out, would that do more damage? I'd basically be giving up using that dagger.
It would, if you could hold on to it, it would help you hold on. But unfortunately, a dagger's a dagger.
Okay. Well, in any case, I will...
You do have an advantage because, I mean, you're on its neck.
There's also like an ally within.
Yeah,
so...
well, that doesn't give advantage. That just gives +2. So you have +2 because you're flanking.
yeah, but like sneak attack, I get that anyway.
Yeah,
so...
but have advantage.
True, yes.
Well.
Okay.
Susie gets careful.
Wow. That was a 9, so I could probably do better than that. That was an 8, so apparently I can't. That's a 15 to hit with my short sword, I guess.
That hits. He's naked.
Ah, fair. Wow, that's 2 1s on the damage dice for sneak attack. So that is 8 plus 4, so that's 12 damage total.
12 damage, reduced to 6.
Yeah.
As-
With my bonus action, could I make like a... One of the things I can do with it now is a sleight of hand check. Would I be able to use that to get like a better handhold on him?
Yeah, you can do that. Make a grapple check for me.
Oh boy.
I'm saying you can do it, but make a grapple check.
Remind me what a grapple check is?
Athletics check.
Not really bad to do it. That's a 10.
Okay, good to know. You actually succeed.
Okay, thanks.
So you're now grappling this creature.
Neat.
You can't hold on to it because it's bigger than you, but... Okay. End of it's your turn. It is now the hyena's turn. And this one here is going to straight down here. This one is moving there, and that one's moving like that. So, against you, Tristan, it bites you. That's a natural 1. And against you, Namari, that is not going to hit. That's a 13. Alright, and the first Wiveling is going to strike at you, Tilly, with disadvantage because you're up high. That's a natural 1. And then one's going to strike at you with both attacks. Gunnhild, which is going to be a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Sorry, a 20 to hit, my bad.
Does the one swiping at me hit Kiknish?
No. That's 4 points of piercing damage.
Juice to 2, because fuck you.
Alright.
It rhymes, it's true.
So, as the creatures flurry themselves at you, snapping and clawing, most of you manage to dodge out of the way. You take a superficial blow, Gunnhild, as one of this bony creature's claws race across you, but it doesn't have much strength behind it, considering its bones. And at the end of your go is now Ronan's go.
I'm going to just continue to try and take down this this hyena.
Okay.
That's a 10 plus attack. 18.
That does hit, yep.
And I can Colossus Slayer it now.
Can, so that's 2d8 plus...
5, 5, 4, 4, 18.
Okay. 18 points of damage. Okay. Oh. Huh. So, as the second arrow flies into the creature, you aim just above where the first one was, and as it crunches through the skull of this creature, it just finally falls down very strangely peacefully.
Then I'll use my bonus action and swap my Hunter's Mark over to Kiknish.
Okay, good to know. So Kiknish is now Hunter's Mark. And end of your turn brings us to Gunnhild.
I'm going to smash the fuck out of this thing next to me.
Okay, the Wiveling.
Just gonna like bang.
You have advantage because it's undead.
Sick.
And because you're sword.
Ooh. Okay. 22.
That does hit, yeah.
The D20s, not D6s. Fuck me! Ah. 10.
10 points of damage as you strike through this creature. You just carve the bones apart. Without anything to hold them together, they just scatter to the ground. Completely destroyed by your onslaught.
Go.
Yep. End of your turn. Kiknish is going to use a legendary action to make a slam attack against you.
Cool. Bring it.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
It hits.
Okay.
I was going to cut in words it, but you can't if you call it, it hits.
Oh, sorry.
Damn it! I need to be quicker.
That's 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Just strikes into you.
Rude.
Reduced to 7.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
stand firm because I cannot be knocked prone. Ugh.
Yes, you cannot. Which brings us to Tristan. The hyena in front of you has just perished, and you see now its lifeblood drains from it.
Good. It's a nice sight to me at this point. In that case, I'm gonna run over to Namari, and
Hi.
yeah, I'm just gonna run over and stab at this one, because
Okay,
yeah,
go for it.
that's a natural 18.
Uh-huh. That will definitely hit them, whatever you add to it. You've got the hits.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Oh, right.
Yeah. And I'll inspire Gun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Remind-
I'm not entirely sure what I'd say, but probably something along the lines of hit it really hard. You're doing good. Well done.
Like a motivational cat poster.
Yeah. Just like
Right.
I've acknowledged the fact that she's raging, so she doesn't really hear a lot of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just like, you're doing great. You be
Okay.
you.
So, the end of your go, it is now Kiknish's go. And for the first attack, Kiknish is going to try and grab this small creature.
I don't want this.
So this is going to be a grapple check.
I don't
You have
want-
advantage because of your previous grapple check.
You're gonna get pitched like a baseball.
10 was my best.
Okay.
Again.
You can use an acrobatics check on this, by the way.
To do what?
It's for avoiding a grapple. It's either acrobatics or
Oh, well,
athletics.
yeah, I'd fucking
Yeah.
use acrobatics then. Should I keep those rolls?
Yeah, keep the rolls.
17 then.
Okay.
Because I have +8 to acrobatics.
Well, unfortunately, Kiknish rolled a natural 18.
Ah, this fucker.
So, as Kiknish reaches up, grabs you from the back, just plucks you off like a small tick, and is going to hurl you into the wall of the arena.
Can I make an acrobatics check on that?
No.
No.
Susie, you've got inspiration, by the way.
So that's a 20 not natural to hit you.
Yeah, that definitely
Or
hits me
For
weird.
the wall to hit you. And as you hurl across the arena, you smash into the wall, taking 3d6.
Ow.
Ooh, okay. I rolled all 6s.
Wow, you fucking.
So that is 18, 21 points of damage as you crunch into the arena wall at the side.
Ouch.
And you are not prone, obviously.
That sucks, guys. Just want to put that out there.
Okay. And then with the other 2 attacks Kiknish has, Kiknish is going to continue to maul at Gunnhild.
I had plans.
Okay, so that is a 15
Nope.
and a natural 20.
Yes. I guess.
Jamie brought me that dice. Blame Jamie.
Jamie!
I had nothing to do with it.
There's 15 points of damage reduced again to 7 as this claw rakes into you.
I look bad.
Okay. And that will end your go. End Kiknish's go, sorry. Which brings us to Namari.
I'm again going to shocking grasp the in front of us, but with a hex.
Okay.
That's natural 19, so 25.
Definitely hits, yeah.
Oh, I rolled 2 1s. That's mean. 2.
2 points of damage. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, breaking the bank there. Alright.
And I'm going to move away.
Okay. Alright. What are you hexing, by the way?
Strength.
Strength. Okay. Good to know. So that will end your go, bringing us to Tilly. You are dazed on the ground.
Okay, well, I have 3 health, so I don't really want to go anywhere. is the thing. So I'll start by standing up, I guess. Which uses half my movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess I'll swap to my sling
Okay.
and try and hit this wolf.
Hyena.
Same thing.
It's really.
What I could have done with this roll last turn. That's a 24 to hit.
That does hit.
Do I get sneak attack on this?
Yes.
That's a little bit better for damage as well. That is 9 plus 4. It's 13.
13
damage.
points of damage. All right. So as you just this small rock cracks into the side of this giant hyena, who lets out that very stereotypical hyena hit, and that will end your turn, unless you later bonus actions.
No, I'm pretty good over here.
Okay, this brings us to Ronan.
I'm just going to move out into the arena a little bit and just try and hit the big guy, take the boss down. That's a natural 20. I can turn the camera to it.
It's fine. So that's 4d8 plus 2d6 damage, because you've got Colossus Sling as well.
I know.
Well, the numbers are shitty. 11, 15, 23. 31 points of damage against Kiknish.
Half to 15. Okay, that. You see now Kiknish is beginning to breathe a little heavy as your arrow sinks deep into the lung of this creature, and you hear these wheezed breaths out from Kiknish now. And because of that, Kiknish is going to use Chosen of Yinogu. So,
Well then.
everyone within 30 feet, all of you apart from Tilly, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Saving grace.
Oh, that's my best one.
14?
12.
I rolled a 19, so that's 17.
Okay.
19 for me.
Okay, so Tristan, Namari, you both strike each other.
Cool. Cool.
Namari, you have to use Eldritch Blast. Tristan, you use Vicious Mockery.
I feel like one of them got the sore end of the deal there.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
One of them happens to be a damage dealing class, the other one's bard.
I wonder who you're referring to on those really hypothetical.
Does 13 hit you? Or does it automatically hit?
It automatically hits.
Oh, my goodness.
But it's a saving throw for Vicious Mockery, which you have disadvantage on because of this.
The Vicious Mockery also is your hair's a mess.
Ooh.
That's the
Wow.
mockery.
Wow.
With, like, the weird
I
demon
did
possession.
roll a 17 and a 19, so
Okay, so you're
There.
fine on that. You don't take any.
my hair is perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. And you
Well-
take 8 damage. I
Well,
lost my face.
Okay, and also, you are all forced to strike Kiknish next turn.
I was planning on doing that anyway.
Alright. And that will end your go, Ronan. Which brings us.
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out anyone who needs healing, run to me.
Okay. Which brings us to your go, Gunnhild. The end of your go, Ronan. Kiknish is going to use a legendary action to strike Gunnhild.
Oh, you motherfucker.
How
With a
many
slam.
legendary actions has this moment?
Now, because of what he's done, 3. Had 1. Now he's got 3. That is going to be a 9 to hit you.
No.
So this great slam comes down. You bring the sword up, and as it quakes into it, you stand your ground. And it's your go.
And I'm just gonna hit him back, like, as he does the sound, like, fuck you, bang.
Just okay.
Did it do?
You
Do
just
I have
break-
advantage?
Not currently, no.
I'm gonna.
Are you gonna what? You what? Oh,
Yeah, she would, because she's mad. Reckless, this one.
Reckless. Okay. Go for it.
Natural 20 was worth.
All right.
Okay, so that's 4d6.
Okay.
6. 4. So that's 16 and 1. 17. Then plus 5 from the sword. 22. Plus 2, raging 24.
24 points of damage. All right, that's halved to 12. So, as you bring the blade in, it cuts. As Kiknish brings the hand that you just raised back down again to try and catch it, but you just and sever off the back 2 fingers of the hand, and so they just fall to the ground. The Kiknish just yells in this horrible rage.
Then I'm gonna. Oh fuck! I really need healing. Jump back to running.
Okay. You take an attack of opportunity.
With advantage because I was reckless.
Thank you for reminding me.
I have to be honest.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Cutting words.
Thank you, Jamie.
Okay.
Good call.
That's 6 less.
Okay, so that's
Doesn't hit.
13. What do you say?
I'm like, get fucked, and then I'm like, ow.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Okay. That, unfortunately, the attack of opportunity misses as it lunges to the side. So, at the end of your turn, Gun, Kiknish is going to use his last legendary action, and is going to pick up this Wiveling, his next one, reaches around, picks it up, and he's going to throw it at Namari.
Of course it is.
I feel so attacked right now.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
That is 7 points of damage as these bones and the creature just scatter all across you. But it does destroy the creature in the process.
Good. Also me, almost.
Okay, Tristan, it's your go.
Namari, I apologise about the hair thing. I wasn't myself. And attempt to cast blindness on Kiknish again.
Okay.
I feel like that was a fluke the first time round.
Probably was, but it was useful.
That is a natural 19, so
Damn it.
yeah, unfortunately.
Oh well.
This
Jamie.
con's not that good. It's just
Damn it. Right. Okay. In that case, that's. Yeah, that's all I'll do for now. Because if I move away, it'll be an attack of opportunity. So I'm just gonna remain.
all right. It is now Kiknish's turn. Kiknish is
Did
going
I
to.
have a turn at any point?
Yeah, you did. After Kiknish, you shocking grasped the hyena and then ran away.
They got confused with the legendary actions.
Yeah, I know. So Kiknish is going to run and just sweep and strike both of you with 2 attacks each. So against you, Gunnhild.
He doesn't have advantage though, because the reckless he used that to hit me with the
Reaction.
reaction.
Reckless attack is to all attacks against you.
No.
Not just one. It's every attack.
Until my next turn.
Until your next turn. Yes.
No.
You have advantage on every attack you make until your next turn. And they have an advantage against you.
I have Raggarts.
So that is a 22 to hit on the first strike. And a 23 to hit on the second strike.
I'm only small, please be kind.
So that's 9 points of damage reduced to 4.
Yeah.
And that is 6 points of damage reduced to 3. 7 points of damage altogether.
Okay, I'm still alive.
And then against you, Ronan.
Mm-hmm.
Kiknish is also reckless attacking, by the way. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and the second one is going to be a natural 20.
Yep, that hits.
So the first one is 5 points of damage,
Okay.
and the second one is I rolled really low there. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
The creature just against you, and as a bonus action, is going to incite madness on Tilly again.
Again?
And make a wisdom.
Really
save.
likes me. Wisdom. That's let me just check that wisdom. That's a natural 1.
Okay, you have to strike the closest target to you, which is
Running.
Okay, well I have my sling out as well, so I don't.
You have
probably
sneak
wouldn't.
attack
Do I
on
need to move?
No. Because moving half your movement won't get you in range.
Yeah.
But you
Did you just say I have sneak attack?
You have sneak attack because your friend Kiknish is.
Do I have advantage?
You don't have.
Okay, so that's 16 to hit.
That hits.
Boy, am I sorry about this, but
Yeah, you and me both.
that is 12. No, 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ronan is down.
Fuck.
Fuck.
So as the stone hits you in the back of the head, Ronan, as you're poised to take more on from Kiknish after they've just torn at you, this stone just cracks you in the back of the head and you just unconscious.
Oh, I found all the dirty bone stuff and body stuff too.
You're
It's
just
on top of
falling
the
down.
swamp stuff.
Your
Oh,
face is up against a ruptured, decaying spleen, and
You must have.
so
Did you just say
Oh, yeah, what happened to Gildebrand?
Gildebrand is
A coward.
should have been there, and I forgot. That's my bad.
So far, he's been hiding in the hallway,
Yes.
Yeah,
ready
me
to
just-
pop out at any second.
Yeah, I wanted to give you that out by just saying it on
Thank you.
roll 20.
Okay, Gildebrand neatly fits into initiative.
Right now, here, exactly now.
Like, actually, right now, yes. So he rolled the same initiative as Kiknish. So, it is now Gildebrand's turn, who rushes out from the crypt, being like, "What's going on?" Right. And sees Ronan on the ground. Is going to run over to Ronan and cast Cure Wounds. That's going to be
a quick defibrillator. Run away.
9 points of healing.
brilliant.
Thank you for the reminder, Lydia. And that brings us to Namari.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm going to do the stupid thing and attack Kiknish with the Eldritch Blast.
Yep, you're forced to do it.
I am. Oh, I get advantage with that because reckless.
Reckless attack, yeah.
It's good because I rolled a 5. That is much better. 17 plus 6, 23. And that is, yes, 9 plus 4. That is 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay. So the blast strikes in, tearing a huge chunk of Kiknish's shoulder out. The sort of whatever it is holding this monstrosity of a null together is beginning to fade now. So you just rip a chunk of the shoulder out in a way that isn't supposed to happen, and there's like a splattering across. You see a genuine fear in this creature's eyes at this point. At the end of your go, it is now Tilly's go, but at the end of your go, Kiknish is going to use a legendary action to make a slam attack against Gunnhild. And that is going to be a 17 to hit.
Cutting words.
Okay. He has advantage. Sorry, before you use that, let me just say what the advantage one was instead. That's a 24 to hit.
Okay. I feel like taking 4 off that won't do anything. 'Cause I'd
Oh,
already
so you
rolled it.
don't use your cutting word. Sorry, that was my bad.
Okay, thank you.
It's all right. So that's a 24 to hit.
Nobody heard that.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
No,
We'll
no,
fix it in
we'll
post,
fix
we'll
it.
fix it.
We're professional here.
Pick up.
Susie, cut
Totally.
that out.
Pick up.
Pick up.
Okay, that is 11 plus 3, 14, reduced to 7 points of damage.
Oh no!
Who's this to Tilly?
So, it worked once, right? I'm gonna take a swig of that spirits I've been carting around, and I'm gonna do the very thing I started this battle with. I'm gonna jump on this guy again.
Okay.
So acrobatics check again.
Yep.
It's gonna be a 23.
Okay. So as you leap up, Kiknish, now purely enraged by being blooded,
Didn't
gets
count
an
on
attack
this.
of opportunity against you.
What if I disengage?
Not the way it works. And it is reckless attacking, so that's going to be a 20 to hit.
Well, I'm dead.
Oh, that's 11 points of damage.
Yep.
So as you leap off of your friend's back and into the air, just this crazy little halfling, this giant paw just slaps you to the side, sending you sparking across the ground as you lie about over here.
I tried, guys.
And that will...
We don't all
You'll
have
go.
fancy magic.
This brings us to Ronan. So you're on the floor currently.
Yeah, I just, while on the floor, just not even going to move, I just like reach a hand over and grab Gunnhild by the leg and do Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And that's a 7 plus modifier, which is 4.
Wow. 11.
11.
Thank you very much.
11 is the...
11.
I know exactly what you're referencing. At the end
I'm
of...
gonna get up actually as well from prone.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Kiknish is going to see you doing this and make a legendary action to attack you, Ronan.
5 per round.
No. That is a 20 to hit you.
That hits.
The slam attack. That's a D10. I didn't roll that one. That's the wrong one. So that is 13 points.
Back down.
He gets knocked down. And then gets knocked down again.
And he keeps getting
He's
knocked
never gonna
down.
get back up.
All right, back to the top of the round, Gunnhild. You are on the floor. No, you're not on the floor.
No.
You didn't go down. You're not on the floor. You are standing strong.
I am standing proud.
Yep.
But I'm fucking knackered, but still fueling my rage.
You have to attack Kiknish this turn.
I do. And I am gonna very painfully bring up my sword to fucking knack him.
Yep.
I'm not doing reckless because I'm not an idiot.
He was already reckless, so.
Oh, I
you
got
already have
advantage.
advantage.
Whoa. I rolled the same thing. It was 12 twice, so 19.
You hit.
Ooh, 17.
So, how do you want to do this?
Hey.
1 hit point left.
I'm gonna do like
Oh man.
the anime, you know, when it's like right at the end of the fight and they're all like covered in blood and they're knackered, like the Naruto wipe the blood, grasp my sword tightly, like somehow spring up from the ground and just bring it down through his head.
Yeah. So, as you look down towards Ronan, who's just been smashed down, and as the fist raised back up again, you wipe away the blood from you, spitting out probably a tooth. You bring the sword up. You just leap, standing jump into the ground as this creature rears back and roars, and you just carve straight into the torso, and as it just crumbles underneath the pressure of your blade, just spilling blood everywhere, the creature just... This was not the end. Let's go silent as you see the hyena looks over to the former master and just runs away straight out the gate, smashing down what remains of the splinters of the gates. As it runs away, you look up in the stands. The remaining cultists look around to each other until one of them goes, Kiknish is dead. I am the new leader now. And someone instantly leaps on them, blade at their throats, stabbing and stabbing and stabbing. And as you watch now, the bleachers just descend into madness. Some of them crawling and running away, obviously quite new converts to the cult. others just ripping and tearing at each other. You see one of them has torn an arm off an awl and is beating another cultist with it. Hyenas rip and tear at the bodies of the dead as up above now it just descends into that. And this continues, but for a few seconds. Eerie stillness.
Stu, you're breaking
So,
off.
yeah,
Cannot hear a
super.
word.
Yeah.
You're doing it, Jamie. That's what I'm saying.
How about now?
Better.
Good.
So this continues, but for a few seconds. The rage and ferocity just expended in a moment before a peaceful calmness descends over the land.
That was hilarious.
I just stick my sword in the flesh ground and sit down and lean back on Kiknish like, oh. Like, put a hand on Ronan.
I was going to say, hopefully you put it down on the opposite side.
Yeah,
'cause
I'm not
we
going to put my sword through Ronan.
Do you know
Well,
how
remember the first time
additionally...
this week?
Do you know how extra disappointed I am now about being punched out that he was on 1 fucking health? I could have shadow a Colossus this shit.
I was next as well. Imagine if the bard killed him.
I could have just used my sling.
Who's kind of down? Like, down.
Ronan?
Down.
Yeah, Ronan and Tilly actually. Yeah, Tilly's
And
down.
Tilly, yeah.
Yeah, how many saving throws do I need to make while you lot faff around?
Yeah, I'm going over to Tilly
Okay.
and give her the health potion.
I just kind of like Gildebrand, like, just.
Gildebrand's like, I've used all of my healing for today.
Are you. Can you, like, stop him from dying?
I can try. Let's
You
go
get
make
7 health, Tilly.
make a medicine
Nice.
check.
I love health.
No.
I'm like, let me give it a go.
It's like putting hands on and there's just blood everywhere. And it's like, I'm not used to
Oh, it's just,
man.
I just like, shift out fucking way.
Okay.
Nope.
I staggered to my feet.
Do I just look at these guys for like faffing about?
I
See
go
now,
do
Gildebrand.
like chest compressions with my fist and just like crack a rib or something.
Gildebrand and Gun are like just panicking around this body, like and this is like blood.
It's a skill
spurting.
check, right? And you're still inspired.
Can I?
I would like you to make a death saving throw, Ronan.
Oh, sure. This is 17.
Okay.
While they're all faffing about, I'll go over and I'll give it.
Oh, before you do that, I'm going to touch Tristan on the shoulder and say, okay, they're useless. It's on you, and I'm giving you guidance. 1d4.
You're right. I am great. Thank you. And I'll go.
And it's all forgiven about the hair. I know that wasn't you. You would never.
Yeah, it was the hyena people that
Yeah,
had nothing to
Yeah,
do.
no, it's fine. You're
They
forgiven.
don't have good taste.
I promise I'll
it
eat
says
you
on-
last.
Thank you.
Nothing.
That's what was that you gave me? Is it
1d4.
2 skill checks, yeah.
18 total.
All right, yeah, you somehow, no one knows how. You know how to do this, and you're just like, yeah, tie it up, apply
See that in the
pressure,
framework.
and you're just like, there you go. You're stabilized now.
Good.
Prestidigitate all of his blood off of me after I'm finished. I prestidigitate all the blood off me when I'm finished.
Okay, so you're clean as a whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gildebrand just, I'm sorry I didn't get into the fight earlier. My cage didn't break, and you all left pretty quickly. And
Mm-hmm.
It's what we do. We trudge ahead,
I'm
being heroes.
yes, I'm sorry I wasn't here earlier.
It's fine. Thank you for your help.
It looks like you barely needed it. You did it.
I say with my intestines hanging out. That's fine.
I don't say while still stabilized but unconscious, face down in body matter.
Yeah.
Oh no, you face up at least.
We turned you around.
Yeah.
We're nice friends.
You got like a bit of small intestine hanging off your ear.
Oh.
Mhm.
That's whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Just
Alright.
like spleen innards all over your face.
So what's next? Where do we go from here? Like, I need to sleep forever.
I just look at everyone and say, we still have a sword to find.
Mm-hmm. Technically, yeah.
But what
I
do we do, like, right now?
I don't know. Do you have a time frame on the sword?
No, it's not our key
Maybe it's best. Maybe it's best we go get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling?
How do
I'm
I
great.
feel, Stu?
Done with this damn swamp.
Well, how do you feel? So, the moment Kiknish fell,
Mm-hmm.
something twitched within you.
Uh-oh.
A need for speed to lead. You know how one of the people on the bleachers said, "I am the leader now"?
That was hilarious. They are not worthy.
You are the leader now, and the voice in your head, it's telling you. Let's make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 4.
Oh, good.
Plus 4 is 8.
Okay. You gain
you
an insanity
inspired?
point.
I have 2. Yeah.
She's now skeletal.
No, it was the count.
Yeah.
So
You boob.
you see, as you all look over to where Namari is, you see she's twitching, she's fidgeting, she's staring at the body with this wild hunger in her eyes. She's reaching down towards the ground, hand quivering at the sight of this mass of flesh.
I rugby tackle her.
Oh,
Out of nowhere.
what did you do that for?
And I'm just sitting on it, and I'm like, I can fucking see you. I see you. I see you.
I'm just standing here.
That's not what it looked like.
Mm-mm. And then I dangle like a bit of flesh in front of her face.
Ew.
Tasty, him.
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna sit there.
Can I try and not be sat on?
Are you sitting on?
Yeah, I'm pinning her so she can't fucking eat us.
I mean, you can make an
You know
athletics
there's
check.
fan fiction about this tomorrow, right?
You're also right next to a nice chunky piece of what looks like liver.
Do I actually have to eat that now? I mean, like, isn't it just give me an like? How am I feeling about that shit?
Looks tasty. It's only like 4 days old. What could go wrong?
Can I try and break free first?
Yes, make an athletics check.
Contested
God.
for me.
No,
I'm
That's
strong.
13.
no. You have a very heavy dwarf sat on your head.
It looks like Gun has this
I-
covered. Does Kiknish's body have any like red cool stuff on it?
So, looking across Kiknish's body, you find little more than a loincloth. There's not much adornment to the creature at all, save
Not thinking
for
that.
save for the necklace, which is similar to the others. And as you look up now into this arena, you can see the spines arranged around the outside of the arena make the same symbol. But there is, above the doorway you came in, there is a small sort of parapet.
It's like a climbable distance.
For you, yeah.
I'm a scamper up there.
Yeah. So as you clamber up to the top, pulling off the spikes and everything arranged into the sides of the walls, there is a door, not locked, but there is a door on the front of this parapet, and opening it up,
Yeah.
it's like a chalet door just opens up, and inside you see what appears to be the remains of stuff that the less insane cultists have decided was useful and have stored up here away from Kiknish.
Yeah, I'll rifle through that. What have you got?
So inside you find a small metal chest containing 117 gold coins. You find in sort of a wire, sort of like wicker cage, essentially. Around the bottom of it is a potion of a deep blue liquid that constantly bubbles with small amounts of air. You find a long staff that looks to have a wooden snake twisted round it. The head reaches off the top, snarling, with these big fangs coming down. And you find a bag. It's a fairly plain-looking bag made out of rusted-coloured cloth. And when you open it and you look inside, it appears to be empty.
I guess I like cart everything over to the edge of that parapet and like drop it off to
Okay.
people.
Just
I take like 20 gold out of the chest first though.
okay. You just drop the chest down. It goes into the disgusting, fleshy stuff behind, and just.
I don't drop the potion. That seems.
Yeah.
Unwise.
Okay.
Now I'll climb back down.
All right. So you climb down. You're once again in the bottom of the arena.
I found some stuff.
Ooh, interesting. I'll go over and have a look.
Okay.
Just to rifle through it.
Yeah.
While we're doing this.
To you, the potion is definitely a potion. The bag is definitely magical. And so is the staff.
I just hold them up one at a time. It's like, this is magic. This is also magic. This is also magic.
Yeah.
Some of the money is magic. I need to look at it closer by myself.
Sure.
How often can I try and shove gun off me?
You can try again now.
Gonna do that.
I'll let you go. But the hint that you're gonna try and come after one of us, that you're gonna try and fucking eat Tilly, because I know she's a tiny treat. I know she is. The second you look like you're about to open up those pearly whites, I will smash them into 1,000,000 pieces. And then I will smash you into 1,000,000 pieces. Okay?
You can try.
Got it?
Let me up.
Alright. Now I like hold her for a second, and then I let her up.
At this point, a lot of the sort of need to eat has subsided, and it's back down to a more manageable level. The voice in the back of your head is still like, eat constantly, but...
Oh, I'm waiting for an opening, don't worry. Not you people, they're friends. And I look at...
You shouldn't be eating anyone.
I'm not going to eat any of you, and I quickly glance at Kiknish.
Okay.
Why would I eat you?
Don't make me kill my second party member this week, I swear to God.
So, what do we do now?
We get out of this damn swamp before it drives us on mad.
Yeah.
I think
Concur, I do.
And then we come back with a sword that we are paid for.
Yes, I think we should do something about your ailments, Namari.
So what are these things here? Any ideas?
What, the loot?
The loot.
Is there any way I could make a check to find out now, or was that a short rest thing?
You need the identify spell or a short rest.
Right. I'll know more once I can rest shortly.
We should rest up before we start trying to go anywhere again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do a short rest at least.
As you all sit down to take a short rest, we are going to take a short break. So we're going to go a little later tonight because we were a bit later, but not too late because people actually have to do things tomorrow.
No, I don't. What am I saying?
We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. We are back. So, as you finish your long rest, who's got what item that they want to identify or see what it is?
I like the look of the staff.
The staff. Okay. Anyone volunteering either the potion or the bag?
I'll look at the potion.
Okay. All right. So, the potion, Tilly, is a potion of water breathing. Drinking it puts you under the effect of the water breathing spell.
Never would have guessed.
Oops, wrong one. The bag is a rust bag of tricks. You can reach inside the bag and pull out a fuzzy object, and you can throw that fuzzy object, and it poofs into an animal determined by the bag and whenever you roll it. You can do that up to 3 times a day. And the staff is a staff of the adder.
Yes.
You must be a cleric, druid, or warlock, I believe. To attune to the item, and you can use a bonus action and speak the command word to turn the head of the staff into a living animate object which can attack things nearby. I uploaded the bag of tricks twice instead of the staff of the adder. Good job. So I'll just do that one sec. Technical difficulties, please stand by. And that was you at that. Unfortunately, you can't use it now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I just wanted to know what it was first.
but at the next short rest, you can hand it over to your friendly neighborhood warlock.
Who
Okay.
is, by the way, mage handing something.
You and that damn mage hand. Everyone sees it because everyone has been keeping an eye on you this
Well, I'm still going to try it because I'm mad.
All right, everyone. You grab a fuzzy ball and throw it at Namari. Okay.
A fuzzy ball from the bag of tricks?
Weasel.
So as you throw this fuzzy ball, it poof off of Namari before poof, it becomes a giant mastiff dog that just lands on Namari. And
I
just
hate
looks upon
this.
you.
This is going to be very annoying soon.
And the dog looks up at you, sat on top of Namari.
I look at the staff, look at the dog, look at the staff, look at the dog. Shit, picked wrong.
Can I cuddle? Can I pet the puppy? Or is
Dog's
he mad? Ah! Call him off, Gun! Call him off! I drop mage hand and rub the meat
He
of
goes,
Kiknish.
The dog bounds off, leaps, jumps on you.
Tuck into the beef jerky I have in my pocket
Okay,
instead, and eat basically everything I have.
so
That is
you.
not flesh.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Glaring at Gun.
What are you doing now? You have a dog friend.
We've got places to be.
All right, so as you make your way back through the swamp, I would like Ronan.
Carrying him? Or what's happening? Is he back? Sorry.
Ronan's alive.
Oh.
Ronan's alive.
Oh.
Yeah, Ronan wakes up about halfway through the rest, like,
Ribs pure bashed from attempted CPR.
massive headache.
Yeah. Survival. That was 19.
19. Okay. So, as you make your way through the swamp, you catch your DM slightly unawares. Okay. So, as you march through the swamp, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, Ronan?
Oh god.
Sure. That's a 13 plus 6, 19.
Okay.
Did we have a
So-
short rest?
You did
Yeah.
short rest, yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you are making your way through the swamp, suddenly something catches your vision. As you look to the side, you see something flickering in the air, just a hair's breadth in front of you. And as you step back, this invisible flame just bursts up from the ground. And as you look now, you can see the area in front of you shimmers with heat as the trademark pale fire over the swamp burns in a large patch in front of you.
Oh, I found the gas we were looking for, guys. After the fight, which wasn't as great. But it could be a heads up to try and get some.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you would do, though.
I mean, the day just passed now, right? Surely? There can't be
Yeah.
anything else that bad now.
Stew, mute, for the love of God.
Sorry.
There's still a beast, but as long as we don't threaten it, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's territorial, right?
It
Yeah.
seems to
Yeah.
be, yeah.
We're not anywhere near its territory, are we? Although it would probably be tasty.
Not currently, no, but you were told that by the cultists that the reason the swamp is as
Is
nasty
how
as
it
it
is.
is
Yeah.
is because of the beast.
Yeah. So now I think I'll just lead us around the dangerous area and try and get us back to town without really risking it like that.
Yeah. We
Okay.
can always come back later for this monster. It's not.
Okay. So you make your way around the outside of this pale fire, and you can see it flickers and burns at the trees around it. The rest of the journey through the swamp, as you're getting into the parts more traversed now, is much simpler. You see through the trees there are people working now. And it's not long before, vaguely through all of the different branches and tree trunks, you can see the wooden gates and palisade of the back end of Halfgate. First time in a number of days that you've been back.
Oh, look. Semblance of civilization.
I'm not hungry.
I'm sure you are.
I am dying for a pint.
Steak.
Let's jump let's drop the boy off. Do that. And
Big
then
steak.
I want beer, and I went to sleep. And then we go back, get a sword, sort out the swamp, come back.
Before
Okay.
we do the go and get the sword, get Namari a good, once over checkup.
Yeah.
Just to,
Hi.
whatever you mind.
The provost might know something about this. About that. And points to Namari. That's not.
Namari, we get to see the nice old man again. With
Yeah,
the tea.
Food.
You don't get to eat him.
That
Yeah,
was
food.
not. That was not the provost.
Was it not? Never mind. Different person.
That was Mokeeper Kerrick,
That was
the priest of Pelor.
Provost is basically the mayor, right?
Yes.
He was next on our list to go and see
Yeah, that was
before the guy came back with like the bones. Oh, before we go
Yeah,
into
that's
town,
true.
Tristan, can you do me a favor and clean this up, because I'm going to get kicked out of anywhere I go into.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's a good call.
So
Spend a
Tristan
couple of minutes, yeah.
cleans you all up like the human vacuum cleaner. It's like, turn around.
Just everyone standing in a line.
You now approach the town, and you can see the two wooden guard towers that previously you saw were perched on top of the remains of the old stone guard towers that had sunk down. There are guards in the top of them, and as you come close, one of them yells out, Fair Challen! They're back! And they have Gildebrand! And you hear a reply, aye! And as one of them runs off, the gates slowly begin to open to let you back inside.
Well, no sense waiting out here.
So, walking inside the town as much as you left it, people potter around between houses. You see smokestacks rising from stone chimneys. The general sense of the town is nothing really has changed.
Yeah, they kind of accepted this whole status quo.
Yeah. Has anyone
They
else
might
gone
not-
missing though since?
Probably. Who knows?
The guard goes, I'm not quite sure, really. I don't think so, actually. Not since about the second day after you went in. You've been in there for quite a while. Are you all right?
Spiffy.
Hungry.
Mostly.
Yeah, we're fine.
You should talk to Alan. I'm sure the provost will want to speak to you as well. What happened in there?
Many a thing.
Oh, just
I'm composing it as we speak.
Moatkeeper told us that you all went in there to find the source of what was killing all of our people. Did you do it?
I think so, yeah.
You did?
Maybe. Probably.
Ugh. If it wasn't that, I don't want to find out what it was.
So, the swamp's going to turn back to normal now and people will stop dying?
Not
We
quite.
found it. As in, we know where the problem originates.
I mean, we
No,
fixed
no, no.
half of that.
We've fixed like half the problem. Like
A different problem to what you thought was a problem.
So, there's two problems.
There's one problem,
yeah.
the problem you knew. There was another problem, but that's no longer a problem, so you don't need to worry about that. So the thing you
Right.
didn't know about, you don't need to worry about, so it's fine.
Basically, we fixed the dying, but not the swamp.
Oh, right. What about, points to Namari. She,
No, go ahead.
she's on the list
It's
on the
swamp.
list.
to be fixed. But it's alright.
I had my dog fixed once.
Oh, no,
Not that
no, no,
much,
no. What,
I understand.
I cover my dog's ears. I'm like, not in front of my dog, please.
No, really, you're the dog you're worried about.
By this point in time, the dog has vanished, by the
Oh.
way.
I miss Titan. I've called him Titan.
Titan's a good name. I miss Titan.
Everything
As
that comes
they
out of that bag is
wobble.
called Titan.
Wander
Yeah.
off towards the tavern, towards food.
Okay.
Oh, we really need to keep an eye on her.
Everyone else make a perception check. Make a stealth
that
check.
should be good.
Yeah.
Hey, stealth check is fine. Don't worry about it. She can't hide from us.
17.
13.
Not one.
14.
19.
So as you're walking away, Ronan, you see slinking off towards the tavern is Namari.
Gunny.
Bang!
I'm getting tackled again.
Yeah.
I said, Tristan, that's either going to be a real big problem or a really big bill wherever we go. So
Mm-hmm.
Provost first. I
Yeah.
say as I'm sat on her again.
Um, as you hear a Gildebrand? Is that you? As you see now, the young captain of the guard who greeted you when you first came here, Alan, just all semblance of professionalism gone as she sees the slightly ragged form of Gildebrand as the polearm falls to the side, and she runs up, gives Gildebrand a massive hug, and is like, "Oh, it's been so long. I thought you died." Gildebrand just pats her on the head and goes, "No, I didn't think there was enough meat on me to eat me. Guess my skinniness is fortunate for this time."
Toothpick.
And Alan's just like, "Oh. For once, I'm glad that you are always terrible at your fighting. Come on, let's go get you cleaned up. You can go see the Sunkeeper." And Gildebrand goes, "Okay, he turns to you all. Thank you so much again for everything you've done. let me know how it goes with the provost. I'll ask the bookkeeper, but I don't think he's going to know anything about this. He's a kind man, but not that well learned. Thank you.
Gildebrand, give me my sword back.
Oh, yes. Takes it off. Hands it to you. Thank you. It was helpful.
Well, you're welcome.
As they walk off hand in hand, are you going to visit the provost?
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
hey, Namari, if you want me to sit on you, you don't have to keep like running away. You could just ask.
I'm saying nothing because I'm literally thinking about biting into your shoulder.
I'm too tough. I'm not a good
No,
steak.
I'm just staring at that one little neck shoulder exposed part.
Mm.
Can I make a point of just shadowing Namari constantly?
Yeah, sure.
Can I make a point of doing the opposite, like just being further away from Namari?
Tilly edges closer to Namari.
I
Tristan
told
edges.
you to eat you last. You okay?
Yeah, I'm putting myself last in the queue.
No, I'll let
Okay.
you up now. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. I just tell him, like, she is fucking crazy. She is gone. We need to get her fixed.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she needed a priest from the second we met her.
Well, yeah. But she's extra gone.
Okay.
She needs to praise the
Wipe
sun.
away a bit of drool.
I know I'm attracted, but come on.
So, you head towards the large manor house on the southern side of the village. Town, sorry. It's modest. It does not look like whoever owns this is one for sort of embellishments. It's simple. There are a couple where the manorial gardens would be out the front. There are actually small vegetable patches that are being tended to on the edge of the swampy soil now, growing small, what look to be tubers, potatoes, carrots, root vegetables. But as you get close, the guard stood outside the front, sees you, and goes, "Oh, adventurers, you'll be wanting to see the provost."
Yep.
Got it in one.
Please come inside. I think he'd be free. He was tending to his succulent garden earlier, so I think he will be free.
Oh, don't say words like succulent in front of Namari.
Shit.
So, as your
Vegetables. It's vegetables.
leads you inside, you're taken up to a small. It's a in the eaves of the house at the top floor, where the back of the roof has been replaced with windows, and it shines into a small arboretum. And in there, you see currently watering a small cactus is a tall, thin gentleman, probably like mid-40s. He's got short, neatly kept hair with a big, foppish hat on with a feather in it. He's wearing a double-breasted waistcoat with just a blazer over the top of it. With the lapels are edged in gold. He has a pin on it, which most of you, being from these regions, recognize as a pin of a provost of Calrim. It's a small sword being clasped by the being clasped up by the blade. He has small spectacles on, and as he turns, he's like, "Oh, good to meet you all. My name is Edgar Tristan, Provost Edgar Tristan. I hear you undertook quite a voluntary expedition into the swamp in order to sort of aid my beleaguered people in whatever it is that has been killing so many of them."
That's certainly one way to say it.
I just thank you for everything you've done. Even if you don't succeed, just the thought that you would give up something like that to help people is very thoughtful to me. Tell me though, I heard you left a few days ago. What happened?
A lot,
Yeah.
to say the
We'll
least.
save you the long and short of it, but the thing that was killing your people in the swamp, it shouldn't be doing that anymore. On account that we killed it.
What exactly was it?
The unworthy.
It was like yay high and a hyena.
Lots of teeth. Cults. Hyena men, human men, eating people.
I don't know that Tilly definitely couldn't reach high enough to illustrate how big it was.
But
See, Kiknish is like 12 feet tall.
Yeah, I just say it looked like this. This guy's self turned into a knoll, but
Oh.
bigger.
Oh, good heavens.
And then I turned back.
What are
So
those
that he's not
creatures?
off. Did we actually find out that they were called gnolls?
You did,
We did. Yeah.
Someone definitely figured out.
It was Tristan.
I was just wondering because obviously we knew it was a gnoll, but I didn't know if we actually, as characters, found out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I explained that it's a gnoll, dedicated to a weird demon lord Yonogu. One was, I don't know if cursed or blessed would be the word. Technically immortal, to a
Oh.
point.
Cursed?
To a point.
yeah, and then I point to the point of my sword.
Yeah, that point, and also point to Namari. That point.
That's frightful. And what of young Gildebrand?
Oh, we
He's
found
fine.
him. He's fine.
Oh, he's alive. Oh, thank goodness.
We should have led with that, maybe.
Yeah, he's back in the town. He's with the Sunkeeper.
Thank goodness. Right. You know,
Alex took
he's...
care of him.
Oh, him and Alan are quite... They both have a similar story. Alan lost her parents. Gildebrand came to the town with no parents, so...
Can I insight check him to see if he's not lying as a leader of this town? I want to see where he's standing.
Sure.
Oh, nice. 17 plus 2, 19. Just to see if he's honest in his reaction.
He seems honest. Yeah, he seems like quite an honest country. Country?
He's an
Person.
honest country.
He's an honest country. Sorry. So, I don't... I have a feeling you're not coming here purely to tell me the good news.
Well, that's the good half of the news.
And what
The
about...
other half is we found the source of the problem. We know what, to a degree, what is causing it. Something is corrupting the swamp. And it's the other creature, the other problem that you were aware of.
I'd say that we were aware of both. Not to nitpick, but
Uh-oh.
the hundreds of my people being killed was sort of making us aware of a problem.
Well, fair enough. But the corruption in the land is due to the other creature. But we did get some information regarding that, mostly in the sense of it's a territorial creature. Doesn't stray too far away from its nest, lair, whatever you'd want to call it. So long as you stay away from that point, you know, there's little risk. But I feel, you know, the corruption might continue to spread, and that might then widen its boundaries. But that's the source of the troubles.
I mean, I'm sure we could get rid of it.
You say
Yeah.
a creature did this?
That's the information we got from the gnolls. They seemed to have a better understanding of it than we do.
A capital pass, most likely. The beasts are natural to a point. Sometimes they appear in swamps, turning verdant ground into fetid. That sounds very plausible. I had no idea that that was the cause. I should have seen it, but
Didn't we hear that name before?
Yeah, that was what the cultists called it.
Can you write it down? Just because.
Cabtlopas.
A camel pass.
Gesundheit. Okay,
Yeah,
so
as soon as he mentions the name, he's like, oh yeah, that's what they called it as well.
Right. Well, that explains a lot.
What was the name of the herb that we found that was creating the ring?
Pearlgrass.
pearlgrass.
Yeah, if you want to, or if you feel the need, you could plant a ring of pearlgrass. It seems to repel the corruption around the town.
Oh yes, we've been using pearlgrass for a while to pack wounds and stave off common colds. It's useful herb.
It physically repels the corruption of the swamp.
Yes, it repels most non-evil corruption. But what I know of the Capital Pass, destroying it will have a similar effect across the entire swamp.
And what do you know of these creatures? Are there anything a group might need to know if they were to perhaps dispatch such a creature?
There are tales of it having a strange gaze, which, focused upon you, has been known to drop a man, to kill them where they stand.
That doesn't sound like something we should mess with.
We could
Wow,
try and
don't worry,
do
because
it.
after all, I am no man.
I mean,
True.
me neither.
I'm half of one. I'm also half an elf. So.
I'm fucked then.
I sort of meant it in the point of view of...
I know.
We know, Provost.
oh, right, my apologies. You were making
Being
a jest.
pedantic.
Jess,
I
I
understand,
catch
yes.
on.
Sorry, it's been a long few months. Humour is a solemn thing in my job these days.
No, I get it. Gotta find a laugh where you can, though. Stops you from
I've had a
going
laugh
mad.
in my wonderful little succulents.
Speaking of finding things, we heard there used to be a town out in the swamp.
Oh yes, Shalmos. Yes, a sister town. It was meant to serve as a byway through the swamp.
I don't suppose you could point us in the direction of it.
Not exactly, but the old road that went through the swamp, in some places I hear, is still visible. Perhaps if you had a good enough tracker with you, you could follow that.
I look at Ronan.
I mean,
Yeah, Ronan?
a road should be fairly easy to track.
Yes,
Track more elusive beasts than
It
a
was-
solitary road.
it was unusual. It was paved. They thought that paving it in the swamp would mean it would survive for longer instead of just being a trail. It didn't work out so well.
Well, maybe we can get that damn sword.
But before we do that, we do have an issue that needs brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Hungry.
Glaring daggers.
Yeah, that.
I had wondered about that, but I thought it rude to ask.
Mm.
After all,
Her eyes aren't normally that.
Been
You
probably
start
staring at his show or something.
You start to tune it out after a while. It's weird.
What exactly caused this?
I don't know, Namari. What caused this?
Oh, blood.
Blood.
Mm.
I mean, we've all lost a bit of blood here and there.
Yes, you did. I could smell it.
I think you're going to need to give me a little bit more information than that. Sorry, my training is more than the usual, Provost, but
You know, Goo.
yes, the Demon Lord of Savagery, the pack leader of the Gnolls.
We went into a tomb. Would you say tomb?
I'd say tomb, yeah.
It felt quite toomy when I was in there.
It had the tomb feel.
Yeah. We went into this tomb. Then got stuck in the cage. We all got stuck in cages except Namari here, who then went into a dark doorway and came out like this.
Right.
And then, for some reason, we could beat
Do you know?
Nogu's champion.
Do you know the name of this tomb? Do you know anything connected to it?
We were told the name, but I didn't write it down.
You were told the name.
Had a big old key.
Who told us again?
You were told by the magic mark, the arcane mark left by.
Right. Really, the one campaign where I don't write everything down. This happens. Really, people.
See, this works nicely because Tilly definitely wouldn't remember.
Come on, I'm mad here. I can't help you.
Shit!
Yeah,
It was a vault or something?
I'll give you this one. This is a gimme. It's the Frenzy Blood Roll.
Frenzy. Oh, kind of does what it says on the tin, really, doesn't it?
The wrong seal of vaults, really.
I don't know of it exactly, but by the sounds of it, it seems pretty self-explanatory. So you're saying that whatever it was, your companion here took it in? Right. I understand. Well, in that case then, there's only really one place I could think of around here that could maybe help in some way. There is a tale. That's the highest peak in the Barrel Wash calderas contains a pool. A site of great purity, they call it. There's a mountain pass about an hour from the town. It's not been used in some time, so I don't know the state of it, but perhaps you could make your way up there. It's just a hunch, but it's the only hunch I've got.
Well, we just march up there, dunk her in the pool.
I don't know. Sites of purity are different. Some of them require you to wait to an allotted time, often to do with things like the moon and sunset and such. Others require, like you say, submerging yourself in the case of this is a pool. Others have a trial. It's different. You know how the divine can get. It's esoteric at best.
Moradin works in mysterious ways.
Well, I guess we'd have to do that before we did anything else.
Oh yeah, I can't do
Would be
another
nice.
trip into the swamp.
I'm like,
Trying.
yeah.
I can't have her biting me.
How am I supposed to worry about tracking something ahead of me and then have to worry about this behind me as well?
Don't worry. The mountain pass isn't in the swamp. It's up to the north of the village, to the town, and
Yeah, we were just saying we're probably just going to go get
well-
her fixed before we go fix the swamp.
Oh,
Really
right,
wish you
yes.
would start using a different word there. Just saying as me.
I am not now, ever.
I mean, if it doesn't work and she gets worse, I guess, you know,
Cut our losses, oh well, we'll find a new one.
cut our losses is one way to put it.
Really, I can see that. I can hear you.
It'll work. Don't worry.
I mean, I
Namari.
would do the same in your shoes, yeah.
Ah shit, I was trying to be nice.
I think my shoes are a bit big for you, but fair enough.
Couldn't
Look,
walk in
just-
mine.
We'll stock up on like beef jerky before we go and
Yeah, food.
Uh-oh, now
that
Lydia's
should tie
gone
you
quiet.
over.
Can we have food, please?
I think
Yep.
it's the scary whispering that's causing it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hungry. No? Can you hear me?
Yep,
Yes,
Okay.
we just all are a bit
we
too
are
spooked.
tuning out your creepiness.
We should probably get her fed though, because she's probably just gonna start eating people if we don't.
Yeah.
Just give me meat.
I mean, if we feed her, she's gonna come back for more. I mean, that's how like dogs work.
It's easy. We feed her and then
I
we
can
walk
still
towards
hear
the...
you, Tilly.
Yeah,
We know.
yeah, where?
Hey Provost, where can we get like a shitload of meat here?
Well, I suppose any of the local taverns, really.
Is there a good one? Hang on. Let me consult my notes.
Of course, you wrote this one down.
I thought the same thing.
Is the Stone Prophet a good one?
I mean, it's the most central
to
one.
me.
It's not dwarven, no.
Bollocks.
Sorry. It's the most central one in the town, so it gets the most business. I don't really go to the tavern myself, unfortunately. While I very much enjoy the company of my citizens, it's a bit too rowdy for me in there.
Rowdy. Rowdy's good.
No, I just meant in taverns in general.
Oh, well, yeah, because it's tavern. It's like, that's what they're for.
Rowdy's not good, by the way. It'd be good any other time, but if Namari slips off in the middle of a crowd and bites someone's ankle...
Good point.
I wouldn't start with the ankle. There's no fat, there's no muscle.
Admittedly, she does have a point there.
Yeah, but...
Still getting creepier by the second.
He understands.
This is just,
Never mind,
it's just
look.
getting worse. I am locking my door. I am stacking all my shit against the door, and I am sleeping against the door tonight.
Why don't we just go back to Valderheim, say that this is his fault, get him to pay for all the meat if we can?
Well, I mean, that was the quietest one. There was, like, no one in that tavern, so... And that's why our rooms are, so... Namari, do you think you can make it back to that tavern without eating someone?
Of course. I have self-restraint.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Staring at that point again, by the way, Gun.
Do you know what? If I die, have at it. Go for it.
Thank you. That is much appreciated.
But stop
Not,
staring.
not immediately, like, give me a chance to heal first. If everything else goes, maybe, but I don't want you, like, taking that as permission to, like, Gunny's down, eat.
Yeah, I have to be dead, not, like, having a nap. Not having a forced nap. We're talking, like, dead.
Tilly looks highly concerned. We're even, like, discussing, like, eating rights.
Yeah.
Right. But...
I want a very elaborate funeral, so please don't eat me.
I am so sorry that we brought all this shit to your doorstep, Provost.
It's quite all right.
Is it,
if you need anything,
I think it's the shit on the doorstep that brought us here, to be fair.
6 and 2 freeze, I believe.
That's the one.
But no, it really is quite all right. Spices up my life a little.
Spice up your life.
Yeah, don't talk about spicing things up, like, stop talking about meat altogether. Get out, come on.
Right, come on, let's just leave. Right, I'm just like kicking everyone out. I'm like, come on.
Best of luck to you all. I really do hope it goes well.
Yeah, we're gonna need it. Thanks. And I'm like pushing everyone.
So as you're led out of this quite sparsely decorated manor house, you get to the front. You're looking out across the town once more. What would you like to do now then?
Eat.
That.
Eat.
So this spring is an hour away. We could do it today, arguably.
No, the pass is an hour away. The pool's at the peak of a mountain.
And we're
Think
all
of
a
the
bit...
tallest mountain.
That seems really far away.
It is only about lunchtime.
Do we know if the town was further or the spring was further?
You don't know how far away the town was.
And I super don't want to risk losing Namari in the swamp. Because we'll never find her.
Also, yes,
Well, I will.
please. Spring.
What was that?
So that's a vote
whispered
for
on the
swamp.
Yeah. Namari's currently 2 out of 3 on the eternal damnation of soul.
We're gonna lose her.
And how often does she gain those again?
There's a chance of it happening once per day.
So let's wait another day.
Let's all go and have a nice sleep. No, I think we should go get some scran and then head for the mountain. We need to get this fixed as soon as possible.
Scram then scram.
Scran then scram.
We are not getting paid anytime soon, huh?
Oh, I tell you, we didn't even ask the provost for money for sorting this out.
See, I'm just saying, as Lydia, that was on my mind constantly. Please ask for money, ask for money. I can't, and it's saying.
If we deal with the other thing, we can leave with that for more.
Oh, that's true. Leverage that, really.
What we do is
So,
we
can't do that if
beat
Namari
it into
eats all of us.
submission. We set up a really elaborate trap and a candle, and go over and say, "Hey, if you don't pay us, we'll leave the candle to burn through the trap." And no, actually, that wouldn't work.
I'm still
mind, I'll spitball
standing
this.
right here.
I've basically-
You're not
I'm just-
better than the whole thing.
I just grabbed Namari's hand. I'm like, come on.
Uh,
Don't me. You weren't me when you were looking at my neck to eat, so just fucking come on if you want some food.
food? Yes.
Come on then.
So I
Right.
take it we're getting food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Tilly, like, we're
Just
rushing
sat
for
up these
food,
ever-
but she's staring at my neck as if she wants to eat it, and it's freaking me out a bit, so I'd rather it's a turkey leg and not me right now while I'm still alive.
That was out of character.
We also got tons of gold, again, out of character. I mean, not
Okay.
tons, but-
So you're making your way back to the inn that you came to when you arrived. What was it called again?
The one with the carriage.
Oh, the fox, the golden fox.
Yes.
The golden
That's
fox. Because she's the golden fox.
So, as you make your way back to the golden fox, there's again only a couple of people in here. Femma is still sat at the back, asleep. Geoffrey and Joyce are currently cleaning up the bar after what appears to be the lunch rush.
Uh-oh.
Is there any food still lying around?
Not currently, no. It's been cleaned up.
Is any smell coming from the kitchen?
Oh, jeez.
Residual.
I'm
Smells
going
like
in
bread.
I'm trying to go in there because I'm sure one of you spoiled sports is gonna grab me, but I'm following the smell.
I'm just... If I see a
Definitely
head off,
following
I'm
you.
just gonna warn whoever's at the bar. I'm like,
You see Jeff goes, sorry, you can't go back there, employees. Me only, and
Meat.
Joyce. And it was, excuse me.
Meat.
Nice to meet you too.
He's funny.
I
want meat.
is she
She's hungry.
Very
She's most
hungry.
definitely not okay.
Very hungry.
let me go check in the back. And he zooms off, and you see as Joyce steps in front of this big giant woman. You can stay right here.
Hmm.
Eventually, Jeffrey comes back, and he's got a plate, and it's got like a piece of cheese on it. It's got some salted pork, and a slice of bread, and he's like,
Going for the
hey-
pork immediately.
I put it down on the bar. There you go. And sort of leans to the rest of you. That'll be a 5 silver.
she's paying. She's eating, she's paying.
I'm wolfing down.
Ma'am, that'll be a 5 silver.
I'm snarling at him.
I'll pay for it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
You better get your money back from my Ronin. I swear.
It's a minor inconvenience. It's okay.
I don't mean to question, but she was quite quiet when she came in here last time, and this is very
Just keep bringing meat, and you don't need to ask questions.
we don't have much left.
More.
Look, I'll pay for the rest of it. Just give me the rest of it.
Okay, and he just runs over, runs into the kitchen, comes back, and he's got a plate of it's like half a plate of like slices of salted pork, and he's like, "This is all we got."
Taking it. Just,
Is there gold?
I'll give him.
I'm
Joyce. at this point-
Denethor with a tomato. That's me, right?
Oh no!
Oh, god damn it.
At this point, Joyce steps forward and goes, I'm afraid, until you deal with your companion, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This is
Oh,
not
I
the
thought
sort of
so.
thing we want. She's clearly touched.
That's a word for it.
If you put her at the table with the other one, nobody will notice anything.
Femma's not touched, she's old.
Also scary.
And allow me to actually apologise for her behaviour currently. We are aiming to rectify it. Hopefully next time she comes in, she'll be more like when you first met her. It's just the swamp wasn't the nicest of places.
I appreciate that, but you can apologise by leaving for now. I understand this isn't normality, but, well, certainly not the sort of thing we want around for a long time. Apologies.
This one is worthy.
Oh shit.
Be strong.
Tilly's on the
Pay no
doorway.
mind to what she's saying.
Although
Out.
that seems like a compliment.
Out.
Yeah.
It'll
I'll-
last a while.
Just-
As I go, I will eat her last.
okay.
Unlucky, Tristan. You got bumped off the list.
Damn it.
Yeah. You're second to last still, but
So as you find yourself spilled out very quickly into the street once more.
We need to go get her fixed soon because
I
we
think
can't
we
go
need to go
anywhere.
get her fixed.
I mean,
What
we
should
can
we
do this
spend?
for another week.
How much did we spend on rooms in here?
We didn't,
looks
did
like a
we?
couple of gold.
I'm going to say we're not.
You've actually
I paid.
you've actually run out of time at the room there right now. You only paid for 3 days.
Are we even gonna make it to the spring with her in this state?
Yeah.
If we don't set off now, she's only going to get worse.
That's true.
Just gonna you lead the way, like, well, I'll go ahead and then you behind, and you just keep a piece of like beef jerky at all times.
Yeah.
Look,
She knows what
Carol,
happens if she tries to walk away.
She gets the sitting.
Glare at gun.
I have a whole bag of these.
So, are you just heading straight towards the mountain
Mayor
pass?
as well. Mayor as well.
Okay. So as you exit through the front gates, you walk off of the road and past the small stone circle to Palor, journeying up towards where you see the barrel-wash calderas in the distance, the great mountains that are all missing their peaks. The journey is quiet, save for the twitching of Namari. Over grassland, you can see the swamp looms to the side as you make your way forward. Eventually, you see posts driven into the ground at the base of the mountain, where a small winding path begins making its way up and disappears around the edge of the crack.
Lovely. Well, at least there's a path. Onwards and upwards.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, the early part of the journey is easy. The path is narrow, but navigable. However, as you begin to get higher here, a couple of hours have passed at this point, the air is thin and the path further narrows to the point where, in order to walk along it, your feet touch the edge and look down into oblivion. The drop stretches on, seemingly endlessly below. You look back and the town is just a speck in the distance at this point. And as you climb further now, the path begins to crumble under your feet. The tiny, half a foot wide gap that you are shimmying along now begins to drop beneath you. And I'd like you all to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Jeez.
Oh, no, it has to be
Oh wait, no,
dex
I'm good at these.
now. Oh shit!
not
No,
good
yeah,
at
I am
roll,
apparently.
An actual beast.
It's a bad roll.
20.
13.
22.
25.
Okay, so as you're all shimmying along the side here and the path begins to crumble down, you all hear as Tilly gets out ah! and begins to fall backwards into the gap.
Can we grab her?
Dexterous rogue.
Make a athletics check. Actually, make an initiative roll.
Oh.
Yeah, because I want to immediately chuck rope as well.
Okay.
13.
If I held person, would that suspend the person in midair?
No, that
That
paralyzes
would
me.
be
It's
worse.
like
I mean, I'm
down.
asking.
16 on my initiative to chuck a rope down.
Okay. What did you get, Gunnhild?
13.
13. Okay. So as you reach to grasp, the rope comes out. Tilly, make just a straight dexterity check.
Okay, sure try. That's a nat 20.
Yay!
Okay. So as you reach out, you grab onto the rope, and as it jerks as it goes taut, you slam into the side of the wall, like, and it knocks the wind out of you for a second. As you're dragged back up by
Yeah.
Ronan and Gunnhild.
No, real quick, yeah, I'm like, gonna pull.
Jeez, I thank him profusely.
And as you sit at the top there now, looking down, the path crumbled behind you, unwalkable.
Fuck's sake.
I'm sure there's another way down.
Alright, everyone. First things first. Rope around everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start tying, knotting it so that it's around everyone's waist and everyone's connected together.
Okay. So as you tie it around each other, you begin walking once more. And eventually the path widens into a small plateau. A hardy tree grows out from a patch of boulders, leaning out across into nothingness. And a faint mountain wind blows across you all.
This is boring.
Is the pool visible?
No, you're still, there's mountainside up next to you, but there's a small plateau on the side of the mountain here, and as you look out, you can see across the stretch of grassland that lies beyond Halfgate. You can see Halfgate off to the side, the swamp behind it. You can see the trading posts where you visited.
Why
a
are
few
we
days
here
ago.
again? When we could kill a mighty beast and do it.
Do I need to look around to identify the path further up?
You can see the path going.
Okay.
Since we've got this vantage, is there any clear where this monster is? Is it cleared an area of the swamp?
Make a perception check.
I'd like to make a perception check, but I'm looking for signs of the city or the town that is
Also.
supposedly out there.
Okay. Yeah.
13 for perception.
13, okay.
14.
Okay, so as you both look out into the distance, the swamp is thick and twisted, and from your current point here, it's hard to see the specifics inside the swamp. Unfortunately, it seems from this vantage point, you'll be unable to see it. But continuing on the path leads you.
Oh,
So
hang on,
you are now.
Before we got past, was there anything in particular about this tree?
It's growing in out of this sort of series of boulders, and it's leaning out over the over the drop, and the bough of the tree is at the edge. And the canopy it leans out over. There seems nothing specific about it. It just seems like a very hardy tree.
Nice. I see that tree. I respect that tree.
So the path continues until shortly it leads between two great sheets of rock, a crevasse. Very narrow. You're having to shimmy down there on your sides, rock pressed against either side of you. as you look up, most light has been blotted out. Only the small streak of sky above you remains, shining down upon you, showing the way forward. But I would like you all to make a perception check.
Can I have the drift globe on for light as well?
Yeah, sure, you can turn the drift globe on for light.
23.
14.
Oh boy.
11.
6.
11.
Wow.
Too hungry to perceive anything.
11.
So,
Why
Ronan,
even?
as you are pressed up against this here, you hear above you the of a few small pebbles dropping down, and you hear, as you press your ear, you feel it rumble before you look up to see a boulder perched on the edge. It rolls onto the edge and begins to fall towards you all.
Does it seem like going against, like there's a place
You
to
are-
back to?
You are front to back. There is so the what you are touching the front and the back of the wall currently, and this boulder is coming straight for you.
I just point up and yell and immediately just pull the sword and just cut the rope from where I'm attached.
How
Okay.
big is this boulder? Like a big boulder? Or like heavy but still a medium-sized boulder?
It's taking chunks out of the rock face as it comes down, and it's building into a small like rock slide as it comes towards you now.
Fuck.
It's coming very quickly. You're gonna have to need to act straight
Yeah,
away
I'm
now
just
when you
gonna-
see them.
start moving.
Alright.
Yeah,
So
go as
it's
fast
coming-
as I can.
It's coming down the mountain and we're on a horizontal path, right?
So you're in a crevasse. Right.
Okay.
You're at the bottom of a crevasse. The boulder is falling
Right,
down
yeah.
on top of you.
Just
and it's
move.
taking-
Yeah, I got.
Okay, so I would like you all now to make an athletics check for me, please. This is a skill challenge you're entering into now.
Nat 20.
26.
18.
13.
Okay, so as you all rush forward, the boulder is slamming down behind you. You can hear it above you, rumbling down now. And as you all run forward, the boulder crashes down below you, dust coming up. But as you look now, a second one is coming down, pushed from a different side now. It seems something is trying to trap you in here. And as this one careens down, this one is more rectangular. And I'd like you all to make another athletics check. Sorry.
Yeah, I shout out, boulders don't fall on their own.
Natural 20.
19.
13.
5.
17.
Right. So as you're, 5?
Yeah.
Wow. So as you run forward, you look back, and Tristan and Tilly are flagging behind now, and you look up, and the boulder is making its way, and it's about to land on.
I immediately about face, try and grab him and pull him away.
Okay, make a strength check.
Yeah, I have +1 to athletics. I'm not very good at it.
Where's my strength? Where's my strength?
I also have a +1 to athletics. Yay.
18.
18. So as you reach back, you grab them and throw Tilly over your head and yank Tristan to the side, and as the boulders come down now, it lands less than a foot away from the front of you now as the rocks towards your feet. You look up and see, as you point, one last boulder.
Again.
Yep.
Run. Oh fuck.
I have time to rage.
Oh, gee.
In this instance,
Cool. I'll rage.
15 from me.
23.
13 again.
if you're raging, you have
16.
advantage.
I know. Do I add anything as well? No. 13.
13. Okay, so as you run now, Tilly is ahead at this point, managing to keep away from it, but looking back, Namari now is foaming at the mouth. You see she's looking at the boulder in the same way that you'd see a wolf look at a piece of steak.
I'm gonna
And
eat
Tristan is looking over to her, like, and that split moment where he is worried about what Namari is about to do, they are both falling back.
Okay, we've all got ropes around our waist, right? Tristan, run and cut his.
All but me.
So I grab the rope for Tristan and Namari and just yank.
Okay,
So strength again?
so strength check again, yeah.
23.
Okay. And as you pull forward, They come tumbling back, but Tristan's fallen too far back at this point as a part of a boulder slams into his ankle as he's dropped to the floor by the force of your rope, the rope being pulled. And he takes 12 points of damage as it crunches down on his foot, and you hear it lets out a yelp as you pull him out of it.
Dude, you are not going to come out of this adventure with a leg. You are going to be missing a leg.
How many points was that?
Did something happen
12.
to me as well?
No, you'd not failed enough checks.
Ah.
See where that boulder come down from before? When Gunny was pulling them in, I want to have immediately notched an arrow and fired it as close to the edge as I can, so that it, like, if that's the edge and the boulder came off, I want to just, like, warning shot, like,
Okay.
so that people know that if there's anything up there,
Make
it
an
knows
attack
that we're
roll
firing back.
with disadvantage.
Well, that's an 18, and that's a 12, so that's a 20 total.
Okay, the arrow hits the top of the crevasse, and you hear what you think is some sort of yelp or cry of pain, and then silence. No more boulders fall. No more noise. Just
Think
this faint
quickly.
sound behind you in the crevasse of the last bits of rock falling.
Think quickly. That was well done.
Are you staring at the boulder like you could fucking hit it? There's only one man I know that ate a boulder. Only one. And you are not him.
I would never eat a boulder. Why would I do that?
You were staring at it like it was a steak. What
Yeah,
is
I
wrong
noticed
with
that
you?
too, and now my leg is smush.
I
You're
was
right.
very angry at it.
We should keep going before whatever's up there starts throwing more down at us.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I'll help Tristan out.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you need help, Tristan?
I can still walk.
You have a bit of a limp for a bit, but you can walk.
Could be worse.
You
Okay.
said that now. Good job.
So at this point, you've reached the end of the crevasse, and the path continues up.
Can I have a look back and see if I can see anything that caused it?
Yeah, make a perception check.
A 17 on the dice plus
A lot.
6.
You see that there is a top of the crevasse, a fair distance away and in a different direction to where the path is leading you, but it definitely looks like something was dropped on you.
I'll just want to keep an eye on that when we're moving. Like, I want to keep an eye behind us.
Okay. Duly noted. So, as you continue to make your way up, eventually the path comes to an end. There is, to your right, you see reaching up is the rest of a peak. And to your left, you look out across the inside of this mountain range and you see below the peaks of the other mountains these pools of blue, impossibly blue water ringed in green sit in the edge. Some of them, the sides are broken off and you can see the water begins to spill out, leading down towards what you assume becomes the waters of the swamp. And up to your right is one last peak. There's no path, though.
So it's a climb.
Yep.
Well, I hope you'll have climbing equipment.
I got these.
That'd be a no from me.
Well, I
Okay.
sure as hell can't help you up.
We
If you-
could
any
just
of you have
turn back.
pens?
Do you have climbing equipment, Tilly?
If you've got an
Climbing
explorer's
equipment.
pack, then you do.
If you have an explorer's pack, you get pittance.
Oh shit, I have an explorer's pack.
I have an
know.
explorer's pack.
I don't think you
Engineer's
Uh,
pack.
Then
Engineer's pack also has it.
Oh, good. I mean,
why don't we do, Tilly, you could probably
Uh,
get this walking.
Explorer's pack doesn't have buttons in it.
All right, just Engineer's.
I thought I did.
Nope.
No, I don't. I thought it was just Dungeoneers, but you said Explorers, so.
It has a rope, but aside from that, it is backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, torches, rations, and a water skin.
Okay.
I have Dungeoneers then.
So Namari is the only one with climbing equipment.
Well, you can do a lead.
I'm a good climber.
You only need one set of pins to make a route. Anyway,
Yes.
So.
But
Oh,
the
we
only
could
person
just
that has
turn
pittance
around.
doesn't want to be here.
This is
True.
pointless. This is very pointless.
If
I mean-
you give us the pittance, I'll hunt the biggest beast I can find and cook it for you.
Don't cook it for too long.
Rare, it is.
Hmm.
And I'll
But-
reach back and to prove my point, out of my bag I'll pull my cooking utensils. Like I have proficiency in cooking utensils, guys.
It's like freaking the Ranger of Guy Fieri just pulls out a pair of tongs.
Oh my god.
I can cook as well.
Things
come from
I
a
didn't
small
know I
village
wanted
known as
until I
Flint.
got we could be down there. I mean, they're all running around like headless chicken. You saw that hyena turntail.
Oh, we could be up there, Namari.
What is up there?
Just think.
The solution to you being like this.
I don't see what the problem is.
Well, we all do.
Wouldn't you like to eat something and then be satisfied that you ate just an amount of food that made you not hungry anymore?
Yes.
Well, then we go up the mountain with your pittance, or you stay hungry forever. And I don't have the money to keep that habit up, to be honest.
We can't afford to keep you.
I have to send it to the pound. I'm so sorry.
I was talking about fixing me, now that. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. I don't feel appreciated.
All dogs go to heaven, apart from this one.
Wow. Okay. I see how it is.
Well. You gonna do something?
Go on.
We're giving you the choice right now.
Fine, take it.
Thank you.
I mean, you still need to climb up too.
Sure.
So the pittance have been relinquished.
Tilly, can you climb? Put in some pittance. Climb.
I can sure try. Do we have like a hammer or something to knock
Yeah,
these pittance in?
the pittance come with a hammer.
Okay, well, I guess I will try and lead the climb then.
Okay.
This
Make
is not gonna go well.
an athletics check with advantage because you have
Sweet.
climbing equipment.
Well, I don't have climbing equipment. I'm a
You
very
have
good climber.
pittance.
Oh, does that count?
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be a 15.
Okay. So as you begin to climb up, putting the pittance on, everyone behind you is able to begin to make their way up. Side note, I don't actually know how climbing works that well, so just
I
wing it.
do, don't
Yeah,
worry.
Exactly. That's why I'm being sort of cautious about it.
I just know I do it faster than everyone else.
And eventually, you manage to get to the top, running a guide rope down for the rest of the party.
You thread that as you put the pittance in.
Yes, I knew that.
Just testing.
So what's up there?
So, as you crest over the top of this pool, as everyone else is making their way up behind you, the top of this peak is one of the pools that you can see down below, but surrounded by a verdant grove. Tall, heavy trunked oak trees grow up from the sides of this pool of water, thick roots diving into the blue. Tall grasses and wildflowers surround the base of the trees, and a thin mist permeates the entire area.
Okay, yeah, this seems legit. I'll head on down to the water's edge.
Okay, so the rest of you are climbing up?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I made sure to go after Namari to make sure there was no fucking shenanigans.
I made sure to go last for the same reason.
So Ronan goes, and then Namari, and then Gunnhild, and then Tristan. Fortunately, you have a guide rope and everything, so you don't need to make a climbing check. As you get to the top, you all see this landscape before you now. There's a small shore around the edge of this here, but you look out beyond and you see cloud and you see blue sky above. Midsummer's day. Down below, the different pools. And in front of you now, this pool.
Well,
Does this water look like very nice and good?
It is crystal clear. The bottom is the bit that, now that you're close, the bottom is the bit that is actually blue. And the ring around the edge of it is the green. So the water itself is actually crystal clear, but the base of this is stained blue.
Okay, I want to fill up my water skin.
Okay, you fill up your water skin. It's cool, it's clean.
I look at Namari and like,
What do you expect me to do?
Get in!
have a bath, have a swim, have a drink.
Yeah, can I have a look at the water to see if it's any sort of magical properties?
You can make an Arcana check, yes.
Yeah. Just try and figure out whether or not it's a drink from or dive
I want to
in.
do the same thing. I can't check. See.
17.
Okay. Wait,
12.
Tristan, you can't see anything distinctly magical about this water. It looks impeccably clean.
Yep.
But it doesn't feel magic. You know, there's nothing to it. It's not like when you touch the bag or the staff where you're like, "Ooh, this is magic."
Fair enough. Are we sure this is the pool? Because it doesn't seem very special. I mean, it's very clean, but I mean, it doesn't seem very magic-y special.
I don't know. It seems
I
like a good spot. Trial and error.
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
I mean, if this isn't the magic spring, I don't see any that look better.
Well,
Fair
if
point.
you want me to go in there, you'd have to untie me because we're still roped together, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we would be.
Unless we'd untie each other so that one could climb at a time. Either way.
Yeah, and I would
tie.
have. If we were tied, I would have untied myself
Yeah.
at the top anyway,
Okay.
because I walked up to the spring.
So are you untying each other then?
If
Yeah.
we weren't already, I feel like either way we ended up
Okay.
untied.
Yeah, it's not a difficult knot.
We have solved the tying situation.
What are you plotting, Lydia? I see that face.
As soon as Namari's free, she goes invisible.
I
Fairy fire, where she
dive
was.
for where she was.
Okay. So, first up, fairy fire covers a large area. Make that saving throw, Namari. What is it? Wisdom?
50.
Dex, innit?
Dex. Okay, make a dex save.
Is, yeah, Dex.
God damn it.
15.
That meets.
What does it mean?
Means you make it.
No.
As you scatter the fairy fire out, does not seem to affect anyone.
Damn, she's good.
What about does she dodge the
Make an attack roll with disadvantage because she's invisible.
Okay. What if I do it recklessly?
You straight attack, yeah. You need to
Alright.
rage for that though.
Okay, yeah, well it would piss me off. So yeah. Natural 20.
Fuck you!
So you just tackle this invisible thing to the ground. And it drives
did I-
you-
Into the water.
Say about running off!
I hate you sitting on me so very much. And I try and bite at her.
Okay, make an attack roll. At this point, she turns visible as she tries to bite you. With advantage, because she's reckless.
Yeah, with advantage.
That 18 and 12.
Hits.
What's the add to that? one with
Strength.
Fight? Yeah,
It's not an armed attack, so strength and proficiency.
And proficiency, so 20.
Only if you're proficient, though.
Everyone's proficient in unarmed attacks.
Are they?
I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
super proficient in fighting.
So that hits. You do 1 point of damage. Reduced to 0. Just raging. Just bite into it.
I draw blood, at least.
Gumming me.
I look at Ronan. Is this what adventuring is?
Nope. Not even remotely. Gone.
That's a relief.
You just can you just both just
I want to like
Okay.
grab onto it. Ow. And just like jump in the pool.
Okay.
Just like basically do a suplex but into the pool.
Nice.
Alright. So as you into the pool,
suplex
cold.
city, bitch.
it's real cold.
Oh god, I hope she doesn't drown her.
This is a baptism.
Nothing seems to be happening. You're both fully in the water.
I hold
Sound
for a
risky.
few seconds enough where she would have to take a breath, open her mouth, and get water in there.
Okay, so you drown.
Partially drown
Jesus.
her.
Just a little bit of drowning.
Right, I deserve that.
Just a small drowning.
If there's any other information we need from Namari, I feel like just fit in all the torture right now.
And
I'll
then,
get the cloth ready. What the fuck, guys?
after I've mildly drowned her, I'll get us both out of the water. Let her go. Well, not like super let her go, but let her up so she can breathe.
So you're very cold at this point. The water is really cold. You're at the top of a mountain right now. The air is very thin. You're gasping for breath as you come out because of the thinness of the air. You're incredibly cold.
Are you
Just
fucking
scream.
fixed?
I rage. Literally rage.
You've run out of rages for the day.
That's true. Well, then I rage without raging. Can I do that?
Yeah, you're really angry.
Angry.
Yeah, you're angry.
Can I light a torch up for some warmth?
You light the fire up. It's this little halfling-sized torch.
It's like a match.
Let me go. Let me go.
Are you right?
She doesn't sound like she's alright.
No, she doesn't.
I mean, she could just be really cold. Are you hungry?
Always.
Oh shit.
Back in!
Okay, I would like you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, he's busy.
Oh god. So
Nice.
9?
19.
19.
Mhm.
And for you, what did you
9.
get? 9. Okay, so you shrug off the cold. You're a dwarf. You're used to living in the cold. Namari, this is freezing. It chills you to the bone. You take a point of exhaustion.
Oh god.
I'm not gonna like turn around because this feels like an execution in a weird way.
This isn't bad. I'm
Tell me
doing
No,
it
it's an
again.
wanna watch that.
It's an exorcism, not an execution.
I'm
Don't
kind
worry.
of just sat on the shoreline going, so when's it gonna work?
I mean, either way, I don't really want to watch it.
I don't know, Tristan. This is
I just pop out of the
Spectacle.
water with a flailing Namari going, it's not fucking working! She's like a fish, just fucking...
Can
I
I
mean-
look around like the rest of the is there like an altar with like a press here for healing thing or
Make an inspiration check. Inspiration? Investigation check. Wow.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, I'm sort of thinking back on what we were told about these sort of pools.
What Provost
And,
said.
yeah, and I'm just trying to figure out if is there any sort of stories of similar things that I could draw on to see if
Okay.
I know the process.
Well, do you remember that the Provost said that these things are sometimes you have to submerge yourselves, other times there's a trial, sometimes it's time-based. Set times of day. What did you get on your investigation check?
18, 17 plus 1.
Okay, and make a straight intelligence check for me, please, Tristan. 18. Okay, so you look around. There's no altar, anything like here, but in front of the pool, mostly overgrown by algae, moss, and just general, wear and from the water. There's a tablet, a slab, about a foot across in every direction, and embossed on this tablet is a symbol, a great tree in which 7 stars are set. And that is the only piece of manufactured stone you can find. It's just sat at the edge.
I'm going to bring Tristan's attention to it, by the way.
I got a 15 while I was just sat thinking anyway.
Okay, because right now, like...
There's nothing more you know than what the provost told you.
Yeah, then I'll head over and see what's what with this tablet.
Okay. Make a religion check for me.
Was it religion?
Yeah.
Did you say a tree with 7 stars?
Not natural.
Oh,
20,
wait.
but still
Actually, I would like you to make a religion check about this as well, given your background, Brennan.
it's a non-natural 20.
Okay.
That is a... Am I proficient in religion? I highly doubt it. No, that is a 16.
16. Okay, that's fine. Both of you. Tristan's muttering about this sets you off, Ronan, and you remember. This is the symbol of the scion of the stars, the father of the elves, Corellon Leferia. This is the holy symbol of Corellon. Corellon is connected to the stars, to the night, to the end and the beginning of night. He is the elf that wanders the woods, seeking heroes. He is the lost god of the elves. He's said to be the one that's no longer there.
So, nighttime then, Tristan?
Probably, yeah.
Makes it... Get them out of the water before they die.
Yeah. Gun!
Eh?
Stop dunking and tie her up. We need to wait for night.
Yeah, someone get a rope ready because she's gonna be so angry when I get her out of this water.
It's... You don't need to tie her up. You don't need to. We're at the top of a mountain. There's no way she's going to... I will track her no matter where she goes.
Did you miss the bit where she turned invisible, though?
And she'll still leave footprints. I'll still track them.
I'd feel better if I knew she couldn't climb down.
Jimmy.
I'd feel better if she couldn't climb down at least.
I'd feel better if I knew she couldn't push us off.
That's also true.
At this point, I'm screaming and with thaumaturgy just super loud.
It is just echoing across the landscape. This horrible wail of a crazy person.
Yeah.
I noticed the acoustics and note that for later.
Oh yeah, it's like cliff yodeling, you know.
As an Austrian, I take offense to that.
I didn't even click. Didn't even click.
But yeah, I pull her out of the water.
Okay.
Someone get a fire ready because ooh, it's nippy.
Is there anything around here that I can use to like beat the fire up? Trees, dry grasses.
Leads. Yeah, there's plenty of trees around here.
Yeah,
this is the only one that you can see that has these heavy oak trees.
I'm gonna take branches, start building a bonfire as opposed to a campfire.
Okay. So as you set it alight, it burns brightly. What are you all doing with Namari? What is Namari doing?
We should restrain her.
I'm guessing you tied me up?
Yeah.
If you didn't, motherfuckers.
Okay, you're bound, and Tristan would know to gag you.
Oh, yeah, because I have a plan.
Oh.
As he's
Because-
trying to do that, I will try and fight out his finger.
Oh no, I get whatever cloth we'll be using, like pull it taut, tie a knot in it, and then do it from behind them so she can't.
Over the hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So you
make
tie
sure
the-
to like not mess the hair up.
You tie the hair's messed up. It's a puffball. You tie it up. She can't talk. She can breathe, but she can't talk. Tied up. No verbal semantic components.
Mm-hmm.
I put her somewhat near the fire so she's warm.
Okay. And then,
But
what do you
then
do?
keep an eye on her in case she wriggles close to the fire, set close to her, like set fire to her bonds to escape.
Okay, so you're basically lock and keying Namari
Mm-hmm.
Until
Okay.
nightfall.
till nightfall. All right. So as you wait, night comes. The stars out above you now, clear, crystal clear. You can see the formations. You can see the moon hangs high above, almost full. The starlit sky provides a lot of light. But as the hours pass, many of you drift off to sleep every now and again. Nothing seems to happen. Eventually, Namari, even you tire. But as the morning begins to come, the first light of dawn on the horizon far away catches the edge. And as it illuminates everything, this ray of sun, you hear a sound from the water. The sound of freezing, the sound of ice. And as the water seems to draw itself up from the pool, it crystallizes quickly into a tall tree of ice. The boughs of it are large and stretch wide. And within, 7 points of light glow. The trunk of it is thick, heavy, and it sits now in the middle of this pool of water.
I think,
I
this
think
might
we
be it.
waited for the right time.
Yep. Hey, Namari, it's bath time again. Pick her up.
At this point, can I have a look around the tree just to make sure that it's not
Yeah.
another dunk situation?
Yeah,
As both of you get close, the tree begins to sort of peel open. The bark of this ice tree sort of unfurling and twisting open. And from within steps a figure. Seemingly carved from frosted wood, hair made of leaves of pale ice colours, almost sort of alabaster skin, tinged with blue, that not quite white colour, completely androgynous in form, steps forward. Their facial expression is plain, non-emotional. And as they step across the water, they do not dip more than an inch deep into it. Greetings. I am Illysiria. I am the protector of this grove. It has been long since a mortal stepped into this realm. It must be grave tidings you bring.
As they walked towards us, I'd have probably taken my hat off and done like the most elaborate bow,
Well,
just because.
we're going to have to pause just for one moment. We don't need to go to break or anything, but I just need to step out for 1 second. So it'll be 1 second. Because I want to get this finished off soon. Sorry.
One. He's late.
Always breaking his promises.
You start.
Someone needs to stop me. I'm on a
From killing your party
party
members?
member killing spree.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're not going to kill Namari
No.
in this
That's a-
instance, so I
that's
think
a choice
we're
we could have
okay.
done.
Although I tried my hardest to make
Hmm.
It could have gone very badly.
I only had one more first level spell left, and I was going to attempt to charm person you, but you're a half
Oh,
elf.
you
so you'd have
motherfuckers
had-
are so lucky that I don't have the Archfey presence where I can either fear or charm everyone around. And that
Well.
we were tied up because
Oh fuck though,
that
because
prevented the invisibility idea earlier during the boulder thing.
I would I would just fucking fail like any charm effects. I have a -2. I'm just done for.
My hope was that you didn't have a great wisdom, so meeting a 15 with an advantage would have hopefully still been quite an issue.
I
But
do have proficiency in whiz saves. I mean, I don't have great wisdom, obviously.
yeah,
But yeah.
God, though, imagine how this would have been with the other party members.
Mm.
How would anyone have overpowered Gun?
Right.
It was just brought Gun down.
Old person, I guess.
So. So the creature steps forward. You tip your hat, Tristan. They stand there sort of expectantly.
Grave tidings indeed. We come seeking your aid. A companion of ours has been influenced by a creature, well, Yunogu. And we wish to rid her of this influence.
They look down towards the tied and bound Namari.
I'd help her to her feet so she has some dignity. I'm not a total barbarian.
They walk over, all the grace of a ballet dancer. They walk on the tips of their feet. So they reach out. They place a hand to Namari. Who does not go completely insane at light's first dawn.
Is that disappointment?
Oh, I had forgotten about that.
The hand reaches forward and touches the side. Namari, it's cool, it's cold, it's like drinking from a fresh spring on a warm summer's day. This is dire indeed. This is no facsimile. The true blood of the demon lord himself runs through your companion's veins. It is but a droplet, but enough to turn the minds of 100 mortals. Shows great fortitude on your friend for surviving even this long. I must ask though, why should she be saved?
Awkward silence.
Same.
Why should any of us be saved? For the chance to leave the world a better place than what we found it. And that noble pursuit is what got us into this predicament in the first place. Trying to make the world a better place.
Young child, you speak like an elf. It is our lot in this world to leave it a better place than we found it. If what you say is true, and this was inflicted upon trying to do so, perhaps I can aid you. But I would ask a request of you. In doing so, in saving your friend, this grove shall perish. All I ask is that from within its sacred waters, you take some with you, and find a place of equal beauty and majesty, and pour the water within. Let the legacy of this place carry on.
I swear to you, this will be done.
And as they reach their arm back across the grove, you see now the water that was completely non-magical before begins to glow with a faint blue hue. The blue of a morning sky. Take from it.
I'll go up to it and would I have like a vial or something?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
had a used health
You
potion, so I'll
had
use the
used
vial
that.
from that.
Yeah. So as you scoop it up within, the water continues to glow this faint, slight blue. It's still crystal clear, but it has this sort of edging around it of blue. And at this point, they pick up Namari, graceful as if she were not but a newborn child, and step backwards into the grove, laying her down in the water. She bobs slightly on the surface as the creature goes. I hope that this good deed will inspire many more upon all of you. Watch. Perhaps fate has its place for you all. As they lay their hands on the Namari. They begin to wilt, dry out. The bark cracks, ages. You see moss and algae grow from nowhere across. Vines begin to wrap around the creature. The blue fades from them. The leaves turn green to brown as they fall off. This grove loses its luster, its paleness. The water murkies slightly. It is still unknowingly beautiful, but the otherworldly etherealness of it stops. And now, Namari, you feel a wetness in your mouth as from within the gag, pulled through the cloth, a single, tiny, strangely familiar drop of blood appears. Before, slowly, as if being raised, it vanishes. And as your senses return to you, a stillness hits across you all. That faint knowledge that something great has been lost, so that something more may live.
Sort of in that moment, as all that's happened, I probably would think about pulling out the violin and just like playing a farewell. Not in like a cheesy way. It would be pretty.
Okay. So, before you now, prostrated, hands on the Maori, is this husk of a creature. The ice tree melts away. The 7 points of light as you look now of a formation in the stars that as dawn rises begin to fade away.
Can I try and touch him?
The coldness that you felt before is gone. It's wooden. There's no sense of delicateness anymore. Rough wood, old wood, dead wood.
I'll stand up and try and hold out the hands. They're still tight.
I'd come over and with a dagger. Just...
Okay. So as you cut them loose, you feel the freedom back in your body, Namari. The curse is lifted, its purpose fulfilled. But it did not take you with it. And that is where we will end tonight's session, everyone.
Damn.
Wow.
Thank you for staying with us, for going a bit later. Obviously, the problems with Roll20 meant we didn't get started on time. But thank you for joining with us with what essentially was the end of that arc in many ways.
Dang.
All we need to do
Mari's
now is
good.
do our first objective and get started.
Yes. I mean, before that, you have to get down from the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the path is. Fuck.
So, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please let us know. We really like it when people are like, yo, that was really great.
Mm-hmm.
You can find our Twitter links all down below us where you can say that to us. If this is your first time watching, and if you enjoyed this, if you want to know what exactly caused this to happen, you can watch the rest of the playlist. It is currently, I assume, posted in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
One of these. Oh, okay. The general
You-
YouTube links there.
You can, catch up on that there. If you have any questions about anything, about the game, about D&D in general, please feel free to ask. But once again, I hope you enjoyed it. Also, make sure to catch up with anything else Susie streams. She does games and art every other day of the week on here, aside from every other Wednesday, which is, for many of us here still, Susie's Curse of Strahd game, Bike Club, which is very different to this.
It only goes right.
Yeah, we never fuck up anything.
Oh,
And it's absolute madness. It's crazy.
fuck it.
Tune into that if you enjoy it. But from the rest of us here, thank you very much for watching. And we will catch you in a week for more Kureon, an adventurous tale.